Yeah, man. We in here. Claim your inheritance. It's the fourth day. The fourth day of the week. We on the grill. All you gotta do is ask us any question you want about our doctrines. Our doctrines are wicked, right? We speaking damnable heresies, right? That's what you say, right? Bring your butt in here and let me show you what a damnable heresy is in reality. I'll be right back. Oh. Okay, and I'm black. On Forthdays, all you gotta do is come in here and challenge our, take it on all challenges. Bring up our doctrines and try your best to refute our doctrines. That's all you gotta do. It's no problem. No big deal. We dumb, right? We don't know nothing. So I think you might be confused if you think that. And we got time to deal with you. Because today is that day. Today is the day that you learn the truth. You get offered immortality every day on the show. Every day you refuse immortality. That's fine. I don't have no problem with that. I prefer you to live, but you're gonna die. What other choice do you have? That's why we want you to come in here, learn reality, and tell all your friends what reality is. So I'm not gonna list off my doctrines, right? So you can just come in here and ask me which doctrines you would like to talk about. You know what I'm saying? Things of that nature. We got the homie. Madon, Kemet.
What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Going down.
Oh man, man, I'm just sitting back watching the show with the police and all this other stuff, man. And I saw you push the link through, said you was live. I thought I'd come hang out since I wasn't doing nothing. But You know, man, it's that police subject and all that. It's been a touchy subject, man. And the conspiracy theories are coming out, and hey, it's getting heated.
Man, we talk about that a lot. We talk about that a lot. We try to warn people not to join in the race war that they're promoting. So they're killing real people to cause the race war. But then they do fake fake deaths and controlled active shooter trainings as a public propaganda to piss us off too. You know, Sandy Hook was one.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I think the thing that went on in Dallas, I think that was real, man. Because when I first saw it, it reminded me of the movie from back in the day, The Spook Who Sat by the Door. That's the first thing that came to mind, man. And I was like, damn, like shit's crazy.
Post was another false flag. So they be faking they deaths, but then shooting real black people. See what I'm saying? So you don't get go so crazy because 50 people just got shot over here, but only one black man died. So don't be so sad about it. You know what I'm saying? And when the gangsters shoot up 20, that's even if the gangsters are doing that. There's probably government officials shooting up black people all over these real gangster cities. You know what I'm saying? But at the same
Yeah,
time, could be gangsters too now, because I know gangsters and they like to kill people. You know what I'm saying? I know they like to do that kind of stuff. So I try to tell them, you better get this law in your mind, lest you die. Somebody gonna come around and shoot you. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that works. But yeah, man, we got all types of outrageous doctrines that are true, absolute Bible truth. But this ain't Josh platform. You see what I'm saying? This is the absolute Bible truth over here. And we like when people disagree. We got the homie. Aratazah, la. Yeah. Disclaim your
Shalom,
inheritance.
shalom, brothers.
All the while, we just
peace,
waiting.
brother.
Yeah, we just waiting on some scoffers. We like scoffers. We even got a series about scoffers. You know what I'm saying? Me and the Rothazala, we're gonna be talking about Noah's sons on the next show. But yeah, man, I've been busy all day. That man Amaziah had me up all night till fucking 7 in the fucking morning. So wanna fight. So we fighting about the virgin birth. He just had a long debate about it and still wanted to debate me about it. You know what I'm saying? So that that was fun though. And then so I went to sleep about 7:30, woke up about 12, about 11:30, right? I've been working all day. I've been doing them budgets all day. So I finally finished this one budget. Uh that joint is hot to death. But I don't know if I'm gonna show it. I think we might got time to show it. I don't know. Yeah, I think we do. Till somebody come in here scoff.
Hey,
Uh,
just to touch on the all the shootings that been going on, and I think black people go about it the wrong way. We're not even a unit, and that's what they want. They want to use us as a catalyst to catapult their agendas. You know what I mean?
that's exactly what they want to do. Exactly. So they want to keep us pissed off, right? So then when we get mad and react a little bit, right? All the white people got all the guns because they got it concentrated like that, where it's hard for us to get guns. So all the white people gonna go around doing their thing, killing indiscriminately. You know what I'm saying? And it's gonna look like it's black people's fault. That's why you don't need to join no race war. You need to join the military. We got you over here and we gonna pay you. How we gonna get paid? You don't need to know all that. The money there. You're gonna get paid. That's all it is to it. You're gonna get paid for military work, you're gonna get paid for healthcare, you're gonna get paid for all the rest of that. If you watch the series, you might find out how we got paid. But you don't never watch the series. See what I'm saying? You just want to come in here and watch Jerry Springer. And we have that on here sometimes too. Hey man, Hebrew saved the day last night, bro. That man came over there acting crazy, and we was all cracking up.
Shout out to the big homie Hebrew Warrior Perry, man. Shout out to Mark.
I came in here and instantly organized a flat Earth weigh in. All right, this is what we're gonna do. It's 10 niggas on here. We give everybody 45 seconds. Tell us why the Earth is flat around. Man, that show was cracking me up, boy. When I watched it again, good Lord.
Oh, that was last night?
Yeah, man.
Oh, yeah, I got a call from my Ratazar, but I was kind of busy, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know how you do, pimp.
No, man. Ain't no pimp, man.
Know how you do.
I'm just a young black male.
You be busy. You get busy at times. All right, let me see if I can share this little budget here. I don't know. What's this? Okay. I think I can do it right here. Look like. Yeah, there you go. There you go. All right. All right, so I've been working on the you know what I'm saying, the nation budget and all that stuff for a while. I finally finished it today. Oh, where it go? Dang. I messed up. You still see it though, right? Okay.
Fine.
Okay. All right, where it go? Is that it? I think that's it right there. The big. Yeah, this the big one right here. Okay, so I ain't gonna show all the details because it's a few pages. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 pages. So the summary right here. So we're gonna need a stupid budget. Here go the budget right here. Stupid. 1,125,942,069,000. $201.80. That is for what? That's for the total budget first year for New Jerusalem. That's for the first year. You got the total basic pay per year. You got the total allowances, total hazard duty incentives pay. Y'all, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and pause the program and take a look at this joke real closely and duplicate it and get the money from where you know how to get the money. You know where to get the money from, right? You've been watching the show, right? Okay. So duplicate the budget. You know what I'm saying? Look up everything that I looked up and duplicate this budget. Submarine duty, total monthly career pay for sea pay for Navy and Marines, total monthly career sea pay for Air Force, total monthly career sea pay for Army. Total drill pay, total healthcare budget, total for the equipment, total for education, total for science, total for infrastructure, total for farming, total for industry development, total for Social Security. Bam, there go your budget. $1,125,942,069,201.80. That's the budget for New Jerusalem, effective October 2nd, 2016, Tishri 1. If you don't get with it, you're going to get left behind. It ain't like that movie, though, Left Behind. you're gonna be left behind. But left behind is a good thing. So you're gonna be taken, swept away by the flood. What's the flood? First flood is the Civil War. You don't see it brewing. We talk about it all the time. Niggas never listen. Every person that be getting killed be talking about Kimite stuff. You ever notice that? Like this last girl, her boyfriend got killed right beside her. And she said, I teach my daughter to never speak any type of negativity into our earth. What did all that positive speaking do for them? Huh? Can anybody answer that? What did the positive speaking that she taught her daughter to never speak negative things into their existence, what did all that positive speaking do for them?
I feel you, brother. I think they forget that this is Satan's kingdom.
That's
My
right,
man,
brother.
I could show you the verse, but I'm pretty sure you'll trust me when I say the Heavenly Father does all the killing.
I agree 100%.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he uses it, but he uses the beast system as that whipping stick, though.
That's what he used.
Hey, tell me what y'all think about what's that First Thessalonians 1:6, I think, when it talks about seeing this a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. I'm paraphrasing because I ain't got it in front of me. But what y'all think about that scripture when it say that?
Let me
Yeah,
take
that was a perfect quote.
Mm-hmm. You got it. What's your opinion?
Hey, I think it speaks for itself.
Yeah, that's like you know that what goes around comes around. You know what I mean? That goes into the karma.
You
You
said
know,
1 and 5.
I think it's First Thessalonians. No, Second Thess. I'm sorry, Second. I think it's Second Thessalonians 1:6.
Karma. That's what you say, Aratazar?
what's that?
You said it's karma.
Well, I don't believe in the karma, but you know, I was just trying to put it on a level where everybody can understand. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's what I would do the same thing by calling it cause and effect. You know what I'm saying? Every action there's an equal and opposite reaction.
That's
So
right.
the Kimite land say cause and effect. The science say for every action there's an equal and opposite reaction. So we covering all bases for you today. You know what I'm saying? You're getting some good news, some glad
Yeah,
tidings.
that's one of the laws of physics right there.
Right there. Don't we be talking about physics now, boy? We on a new level. We on a new level. Yes, sir. We're getting smart because you can't what's it called? Reject knowledge. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. You see what I'm saying? So we getting smart over here. Seeing it is a righteous thing with God to recompense tribulation to them that trouble you. That's what it say. Perfect quote. See? And to you who are troubled, rest with us. Okay. Wow. Yep. So that's that. That's that on that. It's got to happen. So now to tie that into the murders, I don't like talking about the murders because I know the Heavenly Father does all the killing, right? So now when you see them on the news, they talking straight Kimite stuff. You see what I'm saying? So that tells you right there. I already know these people is the 2/3. They don't care nothing about what we talking about, and they're begging us talking about we need to wake up and fight and stand up and fight with a disorganized bunch of dummies. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right, Ak. And then you got these celebrities like Chris Brown and T.I. You know, T.I. put a post up on Facebook or wherever he be on, saying that for all the rappers and stuff who glorify the drugs, the guns, and you know all the wickedness in the world, that you need to leave them alone or reevaluate your favorites or something. And I'm like, you one of them dudes. Why you trying to speak out now? You
That's
know what I
right.
mean? And like again, they trying to put that popular face on it to get our people riled up. You know what I mean? Because if they really meant business, they would be out there on the front lines. They
Already.
they they got the resources, the money, and the connections to go up in these big places and you know what I mean, make moves and lay down the law. But they don't believe in the law. You know what I mean? They don't have no morals. They don't have no moral compass. They don't know the difference between right and wrong.
At all. That's why they think it's okay to tell everybody to go out there with no organization and get themselves killed. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. Now, what you need to do is get into the military. Join the military, you know what I'm saying? Become a recruiter for the military and go recruit some more military personnel. That's what you need to do. See what I'm saying? And once you do that, you got your a military that's going to be trained by the best of the best of the best. And I'm talking about for real. Then you're going to know what to do because the Bible's going to tell you what to do. So we already know what to do. We just waiting on you talking about we need to wake up. I seen this girl crying, talking about we need to wake up. And at the end of the video, she talking about Israelites, y'all need to wake up. I said, what? And that was just right after I got finished crying for that boy that got shot in the car. I didn't cry when she was in shock in the car, but the next day when she was on the news and going crazy, you know what I'm saying, and saying, man, these people don't care nothing about us, and I was feeling sorry for and feeling sorry for everybody else because they gonna go about it the wrong way. They gonna go, you know what I'm saying? They don't know what to do. You gotta get organized. That don't make no sense to just tell everybody to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? We gotta do something. Something gotta give. You just gonna run out in the street, kill any random person you see. You ain't doing nothing but getting yourself killed. Stupid motherfuckers.
That's real, brother. They gotta learn to, like when the scriptures say, come out from amongst them, separate yourself. You gotta separate yourself, man, in this society. Like you gotta watch where you go, watch who you hang with. You know what I mean? It's easy to do, man, and I think a lot of time brothers and sisters can avoid a lot of these situations. You just gotta put yourself in a position to where in some of these places people be, they know they ain't got no business being over there.
Yeah.
But I say, man, a lot of times I think our people put themselves in a lot of positions. And a lot of times it is what it is. But at the end of the day, I say, that's what I did, man. Separate yourself. I have homies hit me up, come, now I'm cool, brother. You know what I mean? A lot of stuff I don't do no more because I know the consequences and the repercussions, and I understand I'm on enemy territory. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You telling the absolute truth. Yes, sir,
That's
bro.
right. Because the scriptures talk about following the multitude to do evil. You know what I mean? And
Mm-hmm.
that's our people right there. They follow the multitude to do evil.
Mm-hmm.
Anything wicked they quick to do. But
And,
they don't know not to do good. You know what I mean? Even if you telling them, you could be walking it, but they're gonna uplift the vanity. You know what I mean?
mm-hmm. Following every wind of doctrine. See if I can find that verse.
Gotta stay out of these dens of iniquities, man. You know what I mean?
And I always been one of them people. I ain't never been too fond of big crowds. You know what I mean? Going to clubs, hang. You know what I mean? Just because it's a bunch of folly involved. You know what I mean? A bunch of people trying to size each other up. You know, trying to outdo one another. And it's not to outdo the white man or anything like that. We trying to outdo each other like that's some kind of status in life.
Yep. Yep. There go the verse right there. Ephesians 4:14. That we henceforth be no more children, tossed to and fro, and carried about with every wind of doctrine, by the sleight of men, and cunning craftiness, whereby they lie in wait to deceive. That's what's happening. You being deceived into going out in the street unorganized and getting your head blown slam off your body.
Hands up, don't shoot.
Hands up. But speaking the truth in love may grow up into him in all things, which is the head, even the Mashiach. See how that works? See what I'm saying? You gotta speak the truth in love. And the truth is you need to join the military. I'm saying this as lovingly as I possibly can because you're gonna die. Your dead body's gonna lie in the street, nobody's gonna bury you. It's gonna be too many dead bodies. Ain't nobody gonna bury you. It's not gonna happen. So, I look forward to it because I know the time is getting close for our salvation. The salvation of the elect. You know what I'm saying? The elect know not to do nothing stupid like that. They know to organize into a military unit and keep people up off of us. See what I'm saying? That's just how
That's
they
real, brother. Hey, have y'all seen that series, that TV series on Netflix called Zoo?
Nah.
Man, yo, man, brother, I advise anybody to check that series out. It's called Zoo. It's on Netflix.
Oh yeah,
It's ba-
I seen it once or twice. Yeah, that's a good one.
Yo, I watched that whole series, man. It was kind of deep because I was looking at the metaphysics side of it. You know what I mean? And it was just, and to me, that's a powerful movie that I think can give you that Sun Tzu type of effect. Where you can step. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
Yeah.
it was powerful how the animals just said, "Hey, you know what? Let's link up. Let's click up. We're gonna link up." And hey, it was hell on earth.
That's it, man. Everything's out here for us to get, though. To be honest with you. So let me switch focus to the economy right quick, right? Something that you learn when you learn about money. Okay. Getting a lot of money comes from volume. It comes from hold on one second. You
Got a hold of the app.
yeah.
Yeah, man, I seen you sent me a message like 10 o'clock this morning, man, but I was knocked the fuck out, dude.
Yeah. Cause of you. That's right, man. You getting on the show? We on here talking about, we on the grill, and anybody want to come in here and talk about our doctrines, they can. I'm gonna try my best not to talk about flat Earth again tonight.
Okay, I'll probably get on here. I'll probably get this.
All right.
Kids, but hey, I want to tell you something right quick.
Yeah.
You know,
What?
I just realized Mary is the Hebrew.
You funny guy.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
From Sardana.
Yeah, man. We told you
I
that.
just realized it was.
Yeah. Yeah. We told you that.
I was like, because that nigga, they talking about you on Sardana. I was like, what did you say before here?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a smart guy too, man. I'm getting ready to link up with him on that business.
Yeah, me too, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
So we can figure it out.
Okay, I'll see you in here in a minute.
He on there?
Oh, nah, but I'm on here right now, so you know what I'm saying. We talk, and you know what I'm saying.
All right, shoot me a link.
All right. Yeah, so in business, it's all about volume. Let's say you want to sell bicycles, right? Bicycle costs you $50 to make at the manufacturer. You got to find your manufacturer. You make the bicycle with your name on it, Team Most High, on the side. Cost you $50. So now that bicycle sells for $150 in the store. Okay, so you're supposed to sell it to the store for $60, $70. You don't sell it to the store for $125. You gotta sell it low. Let the store get their money. So that way they'll buy thousands of them. And you just made $10 for every bicycle. See what I'm saying? Times thousands every month. That's how you do that. Real simple. So what this is the type of conversations that rich people have every day from every race. You know what I'm saying? They talk about how to get money, because that's important. Money answers all things. I didn't know that till I got smart.
Con out. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I be thinking about that all the time, you know, but we got to reevaluate what real wealth is, you know what I mean? What real money or currency is, because you know, the money with the white faces on it, that should mean nothing to us, you know what I mean? We should be wanting gold, silver, land, and you know what I mean, livestock, these type of things. You know what I mean? Those are real wealth and things you can barter with, negotiate with, things of that pass on. You know what I mean? Things of that nature.
You're exactly 100% correct. That's how it works, man. You know what I'm saying? Gold always keeps a high value, you know what I'm saying? Other metals. And then you can't eat money. You can't eat gold and all that stuff. So you got to grow food. You got no choice. See what I'm saying? But I mean, you can still continue to try to buy food. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? With the money that you make. But you got to learn how to get money. The only money
Yeah,
you get, you know what I'm saying, is paying your bills, and then you broke every month. Paying your bills till you die. So you got to get to the millionaire status. You got no choice if you want to stay alive. Because every poor person, that's the whole goal of the depopulation program that they doing with the vaccines and the race war and the poisoning of the water in Flint, Michigan, and all that stuff, and all the rest of the tactics that they do at the same time. They do all their war tactics all at the same time, all the time. It's just that it just be people around looking and watching. You know what I'm saying? Normal people, they'd be like, they don't know what's going on, and they'd be like, what are you doing over there? Oh, I'm just poisoning the water. Oh, I'm going to report you right now. Bow, he dead. Next man come around, you know what I'm saying, and see him trying to poison the water. He don't say nothing and just walk off. You know what I'm saying? And he go report the man, and then the man get arrested, and they stop the plan. This happens every day. What do you think the FBI and the CIA and them boys do every day? They be stopping goofballs from doing stuff, and they be starting their own stuff that they want to do, but don't nobody stop them because they the
yeah,
ones doing
that COINTELPRO, man.
it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, boy. So what you need to do is get smart. You need to learn the Bible. Garfield and them boys, the Dagger Squad, they finally started talking about real stuff 4 years after they initiated debates against the Bible. When we've been talking about real stuff since the beginning. You know what I'm saying? But since they the cool cats, they the cool guys in the school. You know what I'm saying? They the coolest guy in the neighborhood. They the coolest, the most popular boy in the school. You know what I'm saying? That type of thing.
Hey, yo, you gotta change their name, brother. I pretty much destroyed the brothers the other day in the hangout. Um, They new name is the what is it the plastic knife squad or something. I forgot. Me and the brother, me and the other brother
Con.
changed the name, but it's the plastic knife squad.
Oh
That
man.
brother can't cut through Jello, man.
Oh man. That's just too real. All right, the Plastic Knife Squad just started talking about some real stuff the other day, 2 days ago, and everybody's listening to them. Why? Because they're Kemites. They the cool cats. There's what everybody they banging against everything real, everything true. So that's a popular thing to do. You know what I'm saying? That's just how popularity happens by banging on reality and truth. You know what I'm saying? So I hope they get their act together and do something for real. And
Con,
I think Garfield
I
might
was
be kind of smart though, because he's talking about black on black crime and how people need to react more wisely. But I think he just be talking, right? Because I don't know. He keep talking about these programs that he want to come up with, but he don't never see things through. You know what I'm saying? I hope he do this
con.
time though.
Yeah, the only problem I got about them, it ain't no problem with going into other, what I mean, philosophies and things of that. But you have to have. They don't have a foundation. You know what I mean? And my thing is they want to be everything under the sun, but follow the scriptures. You know, um, I was listening to they got that Sonetta had Prince York, Dr. York's son on his show, and and everybody big up in him and doing. No, you cannot do that. This man is in jail for pedophilia. You know what I mean? He should be being condemned.
Mm.
He went. They said he pled guilty to save his nation, but I'm like, I wouldn't plead guilty if I wasn't guilty. It's something wrong with that. You know what I mean? This man had over 70 charges of pedophilia or child molestation. There's something wrong with that. And these the things our people wanna push to the side and not acknowledge when these men are not upstanding men of integrity and honor.
That's the absolute truth, man. Again, so they say you can't judge. They worse than Christians. Because a Christian would see that behavior and get mad, and they would finally judge somebody for that type of behavior. But a Kemite, they say they don't care about nothing, bro. They say he's black, so he can molest as many children as he wants to. They're retarded. Just like Nation of Islam is the same way. When Elijah Muhammad information finally came out in the public about having children with little girls, they got mad at the people that was exposing that behavior and killed the people that exposed the behavior. When he's the one that has the poor behavior, what are you talking about? It's just ridiculousness. You know what I'm saying? That's why they gonna die too, because they're the ones who influence everybody to we gotta fight back. And then you gonna join up with them in the street to try to fight, and y'all gonna die. You don't know nothing. Wickedness causes death. You got to know the difference between right and wrong in order to stay alive. It's just bottom line.
That's right. I was going back and forth with this dude on the video, and he said, he said, I know people like that need to die, but they demonize our leaders, and you know what I mean, try to slander them and do all these types of things. I was like, no, this man pled guilty. There is no excuse for that. This man, he pled guilty, so a double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. This man had, I don't know how many aliases. Hey, who is he?
Man, you know how many people that was a part of that organization came out and gave their testimony that that would really happen, that he would separate the men from the women, the husbands from the wives, and had the children living apart from both of them. You
That's
got
right.
living
And
over here.
I was telling him, I said he bled our people, and you know, like the scriptures say that the giants or whatever, they chose women who they pleased. That's what he was doing. He was picking whoever he had to pick of the litter. He was doing what he wanted to do. Nobody stood up for the wickedness that he was doing. But then we supposed to still acknowledge him as a leader.
Yeah, because he black. And they confused. They don't got nothing to do with no skin complexion whatsoever.
But the man was a charlatan. He was an entertainer.
There you go. And a doggone con artist. It was mandatory to pay him whatever it was, tithes or whatever they were paying. You're supposed to pay tithes once a year. I forget when it is. Is it Passover or something like that? You're supposed to pay tithes once a year. And it's supposed to be 10% of your increase. 10% of your increase. Your increase is your profit. So 10% of your profit you're supposed to pay once a year, so that your community will not be starving when a drought comes around. That's
right.
That's what it's there for.
That's right, and that's why Israel, you know what I mean? That's why when we went into any nation, you know, like when Joseph went into Egypt, you know, he basically told the Pharaoh that, hey, you about to have 7 years of plenty and 7 years of famine. You need to do this and you need to do that, because they didn't know about the land. They didn't have no land Sabbaths or things of that nature.
See that? Just how it works, man. Oh my goodness, it's so strange how these people work, man. They pay tithes every week. You're supposed to pay tithes once a year. And then they get mad when they can't pay their bill. Get mad at me because they can't pay their bill. Why are you mad at me? I can tell you to pay tithes once a week.
Yeah. And that, you know, and that's, you know, the men don't respect each other. You know, that's what I was trying to bring out, the Garfield and all them clowns on the Dagger Squad, that when the female jumped on the line, it wasn't no bitch hoe, but when we go to talking to each other, it's nigga and fool and this, that, and the third. We never uplift each other. That's why I call my brothers king. You know what I mean? I try not to use words to degrade my brethren. You know what I mean? We have to uplift each other in the spirit, man.
See?
Hey, see, that what happens, brother. That's what I told I think I got into it with Sinetta a couple years back, and I told him, I said, no, matter of fact, it was Unc, and I told the brother, because he said something about my afro or some old crazy mess. I said, yeah. I said, since you can't attack my information, you gotta attack my identification. You see what I'm saying? So it's like the games the brothers play, man, and it's just hypocrisy.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. If they don't get it, they ain't gonna never get it, because they too focused on money. That's all they think about. They don't think about how to use it. They don't think about how to get it righteously. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, yeah, you know why I think the dollar so powerful, brother? I think it's because now there's a lot of people gonna say this is way out there, far out, but I seen a brother, Michael Fazio. He got a lecture in a series where he bring out a point how the Ark of the Covenant is on the back of the $1 bill. Hey, yo, the other shit I seen about 4 or 5 years ago, but the shit is real, brother. Brothers got to check that information out, man.
You said it's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's on YouTube. We call Michael Fazio. You could say you could type in Ark of the Covenant on the back of the dollar bill, or Michael Fazio. His information to pull up, and even if you Google his information, and then you click on images. I'm pretty sure you can pull it up too, where it got his diagrams and stuff like that, where he's showing the cherubims, he's showing the mercy seat, he's showing where the 24 elders is at. And he go in on it, man. It's some powerful information.
Exactly.
That's beautiful information. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I brought it out a couple days ago, man. You know, brother was laughing, but yeah, I mean, I would laugh too because I laughed when I first saw it. But I was like, hey, wait a minute, this brother owns something. You know what I mean? He just showed for what it is. And if you look around the head of George Washington, you see the Alpha and Omega sign. He brought that out as well.
Mm.
Yeah, it ain't nothing. The dollar bill ain't nothing but a talisman of witchcraft. You know, that's why it has a big web on it because it's a trap.
Uh-huh. Got a couple videos about that. Let me see if I see a short one. I see a short one right there. We on the grill. Messiah Carl said he'll be here. What's his name? Planate. He said he'll be here about 9:30.
Yeah, you need to get the I'll be wishing some of the putting knife boys get on here and try, you know what I mean? We can roast them on this live stream because man, we manhandle them. You know, they like to play semantics, but real people know the real information. You know what I mean? They know the real history, and when it's brought out, it will show forth, and they can't play no games around it. All they can do is name, call, try to slander the word of the Heavenly Father and things of that nature. You know.
Mm-hmm. I see one right now. I might play it.
Man, I just want to shout you brothers out, man, because I didn't realize I was this knowledgeable until I, start interacting with you brothers. And, you know what I mean? It seemed like it brought a lot of information that I didn't even know I had in me. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
shout you brothers out and give all praise to the Heavenly Father, man.
Yep. That's how it works, man. You gotta what you call it? What you say? Commune. You know what I'm saying? You gotta commune with the saints.
Iron sharpeneth iron.
That's it. What time you wake up this morning?
Shoot, brother, I ain't go to sleep until when I got home after my interview. You know what I mean? I had to go to sleep around 4.
I went, man. I fell asleep. I'm talking about instantly. As soon as I got off of there, boy, I said, man, I'm not finna sit here all night. I tried to get off there for 4 hours straight. I wanted to fight. No, man, let's fight.
Okay.
So don't go nowhere. I just want to show you this.
Yeah, and the white boy, he kind of made me mad, man. And it wasn't that I don't really hate it. I just hate that they don't when they don't stand for truth. You know what I mean? All I was like is, hey, if you acknowledge the atrocities, the abominations of your people, man, that's a start right there. You know what I mean? But they don't even do that. They want to say, well, everybody's equal, everybody kill everybody, this, that, and the third. But that ain't you ain't realizing the truth.
Yeah.
You stole a nation, you stole their heritage, you whipped their culture out of them and put your own wickedness in them.
Mm-hmm. You better act like this. You better do this. You better do that. Man, that's what old buddy was mad about. mad at Jim about. Said you won't admit that you're a racist. And he said that man Jim be collecting information. He brought that girl in here. He talking about as soon as y'all got back from the debate, Jim talking about, yeah, I'm Isaiah. What's up, homeboy? And then he kept cueing his police source, that girl, Rihanna. He kept saying, you hear this right? You hear this right? You listening, aren't you?
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? Like we super dangerous or something. We're sitting here with our feet kicked up. I told everybody in the world that I ever talked to, I said, you ain't got nothing to worry about. Everybody in the whole, every messianic on earth, even Christians, they just waiting to see a Mashiach come out the sky. So you ain't got nothing to worry about until you see that. What is you talking about? What's the problem? You know what I'm saying? We're allowed to express whatever we want to say. Anytime we want to say it. You can't do nothing about it. And then once you try to put your hand up in the air, you're gonna get your head knocked off. So you might want to sit down somewhere.
Yep. And then another thing, like all the killings and shootings and stuff that's going on. That you know, I think about that old show, Scare Tactics. You know what I mean? All that stuff just be scare tactics. You know what I mean? To keep you riled up, to keep you confused in disarray. You know what I mean? They're trying to keep you in fear. When the Most High say, fear nothing, none of these things, only fear Him. And if you fear Him, you will keep His commandments, and you will do good.
That's right. Man, but you know, that one thing about that Deagle site, boy, that thing right there looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? You seen that? I think it was Deagle.com or something like that.
My fault. Say that again, Up.
It was showing the different population, how the population gonna change.
Yeah,
See if I can pull it up. I forget the name of it.
Con.
Deagle, there you go, Deagle. One of them. Hold on a second. Deagle. Where's that?
Con. Hey, I just be wanting to, like, growing up, I had a real good sense of humor. I still got a good sense of humor now, but their sense of humor is ridicule. You know what I mean? Degrade. You know what I mean? It's all BS, man. They humorous. It really pisses you off. That's why I don't respect them.
Childish, for real. Too childish. These niggas still talking about every sport in the world. They expert sport fanatic. How you still know and keep up with all that stuff? How do you even manage to do that?
Since I came on the truth, man, I don't watch sports no more. I don't keep up with them shows no more. You know what I mean? I keep up on current events. You know, I read my scriptures and I look into things that interest me and expand my knowledge base. You know what I mean?
Exactly. What about no damn sports no more? There's people out here getting murked off, and you think it's okay?
Yeah, they know the whole history of their careers. You know, the Knicks had Marcus Kimberly, Trail Free Will, blah 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 blah. I'm like, I care less.
They know it. The people down on the bench. They know the water boys and stuff.
Cause they know the people that be sitting behind the bench, behind the players. Oh, it was Spike Lee, all them back there, boy.
Everything about everything. I'll be like, good Lord. Yeah, man, it was up in the box, in the players box or whatever it's called, the sky box. You don't remember when that happened? Like, man, good Lord. Niggas don't want to y'all love this place. You gonna burn up with it.
That's right.
That's a guarantee. There you go. Look at this. Let me share my screen. Look at this crazy stuff here. And this is from military people, dude. Military people done figured out what they think the populations might do over time. And look at the United States. Went from 318 million to 65 million people. In 2025 is what they guessing. Look at that. 300 million. Where the rest of the other 250 million people go? Where they go?
You know what? One of my mottos is on my brother's keeper. You know what I mean? These things that these Kemet niggas don't worry about, man.
At all.
They don't worry, but they just want to come up like you know. I'd say I use the analogy of like a burning building. Like if my family in a burning building and I get out, they the type of people who will get out and be like, man, they ain't even make it, man. You know, I'm the type of brother that I'll run back in and grab who I can. You know what I mean? No man left behind. I am my brother's keeper, man. We have to be in unison. We have to be willing to die for each other, man.
Absolutely. I'm talking about ready. You know what I'm saying? None of that old fakeness. Hey man, I love you, man. I love you. Let me get fired off. Now I don't love you that much.
Kind. Sleep, yeah, I love you, but you're sleeping, you know what I mean? I let you in my house and you're sleeping with my wife.
This tough love. I gotta give you tough love. Man, get out of here.
Kind. I will want to ask, I want to do them Egyptian brothers, do they eat pork? You know what I mean? I want to be asking about the laws. That's why I asked the old cat Maru, like teach me since you uplift my art, teach me some things about my art, man. Oh, what does my art mean? You want to know? I ain't telling you nothing. Just that, man. I'm willing. If you ask me a question about these scriptures, man, I'm going into it.
See, that's how I know my little brother used to love me, cause this mother he used to do righteous judgment all the time when I was a Satanist. You know what I'm saying? When I was selling drugs and stuff, he ain't never sold a drug in his life. Right. Might have sold 2 bags of weed that I ever seen. And that probably was by mistake because he just had it on him at the time. And he used to get on me about that. But he would tell me over and over again, but then at the same time, he would still stick around. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I don't know if that might have been the best thing for him to do. He probably should have cut me off. You know what I'm saying? He always had a job and things like that, and they never sell drugs. But then when I was selling drugs, he would say, "Man, well, God don't like you selling drugs." I was like, "Man, how you know what God like? I know what God wants, and He understands the situation with the oppression we going through."
I gotta feed. I gotta eat, man. Yep.
The boy tried to tell
That's
me in jail talking about my drug money is uh, he said this one guy he went up to like this kind of dude that was kind of like he used to be a pastor back in the day. He said, "Hey, old buddy over here talking about me said that God don't mind him tithing his drug money." And the pastor was like, "Nah, man, that's dirty money. That's dirty money. God don't want that money." I said, "What, man? Get out of here. I'm sitting here reading my Bible. It say to tithe your money. Come as you are, tithe your money." I said, "Oh man." When I got smart, I was offering the Heavenly Father pure vomit to eat. Trying to offer him a shit sandwich. You don't give God no damn drug money for no damn tithes.
Kind. And that same thing Cain tried to do. He picking up fruit off the ground, trying to give it to the Most High. And that was the problem. He didn't give him the first fruit. He gave him some rotten, some stuff that don't fail already.
See that? Come on, yeah, this good right here. This is good enough right here. Good enough. Man, stop selling drugs, dude. Go
Kind.
broke.
I got a little
Enroll yourself
testimony.
in a homeless shelter. And work at a day labor company till you learn how to make legit money and righteous money. You big dummy. God gonna kill you today.
Kind. Yep. I got you know, I only got really like one or two friends. One of my friends,
Hold on, you
was
breaking
totally.
up.
Salaki, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is my brother, like, and he's in the world. He was selling drugs, you know what I mean? And when I learned about the truth, I was up in Arizona, but when I came back to Georgia, I went straight to him and tried to give him the truth, you know. And when we were young, you know, I felt like we was on the same path, but when I left, he took a path of wanting to be popular, wanting to, you know what I mean, be the center of attention and stuff. He wanted to be one of them D-boys that everybody love and speak highly of, you know what I mean? And I was telling him, look, man, the Most High don't like that, this, that, and the third. He was like, man, I ain't trying to hear all that, you know what I mean? And recently, you know, he had a little moped, man. I was over his house, and then he went off somewhere on the moped. It was like 15-20 minutes later, you know, I looked down the hill and I see somebody fall to the ground. You know, they was running kind of like they were disoriented, but he put his hand in the air. He just fell to the ground, boom. And I didn't realize it was him at first. But when I realized he had been gone for too long, I was like, hold on, man, that's my boy. And I ran down, and he was out, bro. He had to go to the hospital. He had brain hemorrhage, and they cut a piece of his skull out. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful to him, the Father, that he made it, man. But that should be a rude awakening for him. You know what I mean? He may not be able to walk no more. He may not even be able to speak no more. You know what I mean?
That ain't fading, huh?
And he's still in the hospital right now. He's been in the hospital for like a month and a half, King.
Yeah.
You know, and I hate seeing people like that. You know what I mean? I ain't went to see him. He stand my prayers, but when I see him, I want him to be able to talk to me, to be able to, you know what I mean?
I got
Because he's
that
not
same
talking right now.
problem. I got that same problem, and I don't go to funerals neither. You know what I'm saying? So like, I do the same thing. I don't like seeing people messed up. I don't visit people in jail. I used to didn't. You know what I'm saying? Until I got smart. But then you know, at the same time, I still don't do it. Be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? But I done been to you know what I'm saying? I done been there so many times, and I tried to say the right things. I need to start put that in my routine now. Forgot about that. You gotta visit people in jail, and because I already deal with the sick. You know what I'm saying? And shut in. But I need to start dealing with with the widows and visiting
prisoners,
people. Yeah, visiting people in jail. I gotta put that on.
Fatherless.
Yeah. I gotta start step my game up a little bit. But I'm still waiting on, you know what I'm saying, to be blessed with some income, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do that. But now that I know I need to add that to my game, because I ain't been slacking at all, but I just don't have the income to go around doing all that, you know what I'm saying? But now that it's in my mind, I guarantee you that Heavenly Father gonna put some more money in my pocket to get to that level where I can go around, you know what I'm saying, ministering to who needs to be ministered to. Hold on a second.
Con. That's another problem with this society, man. They run you ragged. You know what I mean? Where you ain't even able to think upon the things that are really important because you're working so hard. You got so many bills to pay. You know what I mean? You got so much to tend to. They try to keep you the busy in oppression. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, that's good, brother. You know, hey man, that's why I say this the B system, man. You got to understand this B system, and if you don't, man, it'll wear you out, man. You know what I'm saying? And you fade away like tears in the rain.
Yep. It's definitely about. Um, that's why we don't have time to do nothing because we so busy trying to survive. And it ain't as easy to get money as it used to be back in the 70s. You could just walk into a place, you know what I'm saying, look sincere like you want a job, and you got the job. Today, boy, that's another thing. See, back in the day, I used to study the KKK, right? Because I'm in a Klan concentrated place. So this one time I had ran across, I think it was a magazine article, a Klan magazine, and them boys had a secret like pep rally at a whole coliseum. You know your coliseum. You know what I'm saying? Where they had the biggest sports events in your time. This bitch was packed to the brim. It wasn't even advertised in their local nothing. Called and texted all their friends and told them, friends and family, and told them to go to the Coliseum at a certain time. And when I saw that and found out that they didn't advertise not one bit, you see how much solidarity that is. Now imagine what they were talking about in that meeting. I guarantee you they told, because it was around the same time. I was wondering why the jobs were a lot scarcer than they used to be. And you can go and make it look like you're filling out a job application. They're pretty much forced to give you an application now, but they don't have to hire you because they see your face and they just turn you down because you're black, right? So this is what I'm imagining when I saw that packed coliseum full of people, full of racists. See what I'm saying? They know good and well they're the gatekeepers. When you go to any job, the human resource officer is always white. You know what I'm saying? So they the ones checking the application. You know what I'm saying? So when they went to that meeting right there and have they secret meetings all over the country, I guarantee you they tell everybody to oppress as hard as they possibly can. Only deal with your brother. You know what I'm saying? Like any other nation would do. But they do it in a very oppressive way. They don't do it based on behavior. They do it based strictly 100% off your skin color. You see what I'm saying? So that right there don't work, and it worked for them. So they are purposely blocking us out of many different positions on purpose. But they are getting outnumbered. They're not as strong as they used to be. Way, you know what I'm saying, back in the '60s and stuff like that. But they still super duper powerful. They still got judges everywhere. They don't get in trouble ever. You know what I'm saying? They still got all the loan places. They got stuff on lock. They damn near 90% of the police force and the sheriff's office. They're 100% of the sheriff's office. They're probably about 75% of every police force in the country. You know what I'm saying? But they be having these jobs too. So they be telling their people don't hire black people. You know what I'm saying? That's why these corporations. That's why somebody done plan to move these corporations into our towns, so that the Klan can't prevent us from getting jobs, because corporations aren't so strict about hiring people. Only thing that blocks them from hiring a lot of black people is that criminal background check. So they forced to do that. You know what I'm saying? We got the homie Cordell.
Peace, family. What's good?
Black Star one.
Yeah,
Shalom, brother.
what's good? Peace. Shalom, everybody. What y'all up to?
We're trying to figure out. We was trying to recruit some people to come in here and talk shit to us all night, but we've been having a building session.
Nah, I feel you on that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Shit. Well, I think I could bring in Meru. See, Meru always likes the drama.
Let me see. That might work. I mean, that's the topic for the night. You know what I'm saying? Normally, any other day, I say, hell no. My routine and all that.
Yeah,
But tonight, you know what I'm saying? We on the grill, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? We want to get barbecued tonight.
Nah, I feel you. Let me see.
I
It
don't know
looks.
if you can find his body in Egypt the way we chopped him up the other day, but you can find his body. Bring it over here. Bring ISIS with him.
Oh, let me see.
They'll offset. Put him back to life. Put them back together and put them back to life, right? So he
Right.
can speak to us.
Well, they was doing something. They was doing something earlier. I don't know if they still on. I'm trying to check. I don't see them. And I don't have them on my chat personally. Should see.
Hebrew Berry.
Yeah. Does anybody have them in their circle? You hit them up.
Let me see. There you go. But then, dog, I have to. Oh, see, he's not in my circle. That's what the problem is. I gotta send the invite and all that. He ain't gonna never answer. People don't never answer those invites in the back chat. They can know you and everything. I ain't got a response from global media yet. I sent them an invite the chat in the back chat a long time ago.
I'm gonna post this link in there though.
Hey,
Yeah, my
I want to chat with somebody. Hey man, a lot of times them invites in the back chat, it'll ring one time and hang up.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, because a lot of times the brothers be sending me invites, it'll ring one time and hang up, and then you can't connect with them.
Hmm. Yeah, that's crazy. Who is only the truth?
Only the truth. Only the truth. I don't even know.
I know that's not lying, man. I don't think I've seen that name before.
Peace, Zai. Yeah, I mean,
Shalom, Mark.
Shalom, man. Hey, who is only the truth?
Shalom, Malak.
Shalom. Cordell, man, it's been a long time, man.
Ty Anthony drunk again. This dude, he need to stop drinking.
Oh.
Ty Anthony. He in the back there talking about I'm fucked up. And spelling it wrong and everything.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
I be wondering what's the problem with the scriptures, man? Because they like to say all these people didn't exist, but when you look into it, the men of the scriptures existed. They got King Nebuchadnezzar, Cyrus, Xerxes, and all these people that existed, but they want to act like it's a myth.
They don't want to do what it say. You know what I'm saying? They want because you know what I'm saying, they think the Bible is like against sex. It's not against sex. It's against sex with everything in the world. You know what I'm saying? So you're supposed to get married and have sex. That's the main issue with most atheists and Kemites. Atheists hate that you don't that the Bible don't want them to be gay and homosexual and pedophiles. I'm talking about white people, atheist white people. But then when you got atheist black people, they don't want us. They don't want the Bible to tell them to stop having willy-nilly sex with everything on earth like they do now. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Because you know, the scriptures talk about, you know, don't be joining up with the heathen. That's one of their things. You know what I mean? They love white women and all the other nations. They love the other nations,
They love it.
but they hate their own people. You know, when it comes to morals and order. You know what I mean? Discipline.
Yeah.
You know, that's why I asked the brother about my aunt. Like, what does my aunt teach us how to live? What I know it ain't this the book of the dead. It goes into the when you're dead. It don't say nothing about living, do it? If it does, please inform me, man. I'm willing to learn.
I don't think nobody gonna come in here brave enough to talk about doctrines. Dude. And I ain't trying to talk about flat earth again today. Good gracious. Talked about it for 8 hours yesterday. But we talk about it all the time. So we
That's
got
right.
to come up with a topic.
Yeah. You know, the scriptures say it's the book of life too. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So, and that's a big discrepancy. My aunt talks about when you're dead,
The book of
negative
the dead versus the
confessions,
book
and
of life. That's it.
yeah, you know what I mean. How is you supposed to conduct yourself while you in your flesh?
Uh-huh. And they talk so damn much that they get everybody on their side. They just talk so much. They're gracious. They say this is not like that. Death is great. Death is good. Evil is the good is the good, and God is the evil. And these people really believe that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. They don't believe in good and evil. They just say it's duality. You know what I mean? They don't want to put
I'm
a
balanced.
label on it.
You balanced because you do evil all the time. But you ain't balanced, dude. You getting ready to die. What you gonna do? You gotta do more, much more good than evil. You know what I'm saying? And then you ain't even intelligent enough to do evil correctly. You
Yeah,
know, talk
yeah. Be like tell those Cyrus. Tell those Cyrus that you know what I mean, you ready to serve him in your afterlife. That's pretty much what it's saying.
that's it. So the people that's causing the real problems, like okay, Jim came in here last night and said that I have a me and G Conscious are debating about contracts. What is that about? G Conscious, G Coma been doing shows about me that I don't know nothing about. I don't watch his shows. So we know that G Coma been talking about some madness. I said, what in the world are you talking about? I don't know nothing about that. So like, but the people that causing the real problems, G Coma don't talk nothing about. He don't bring it up ever. Kemites don't never bring it up. Well, they just started bringing it up recently, but they just reacting to any win the doctrine, the public media army that's pumping in their face the race war. So they started talking about that here recently, finally. You know what I'm saying? But they saying they need to, get into the race war. But the people that's causing the real problems are the Satanists. You know what I'm saying? The Satan temples and these people, they don't talk publicly. They do everything privately. And their little rituals, you know what I'm saying? Dress up in all black with a mask and go kill a few people out in the woods somewhere, you know what I'm saying? And then come up with detailed plans on how to kill as many people as they possibly can while they out looking like normal people. Live right beside you. You know what I'm saying? They're the people that's doing the real damage, but I don't never see nobody talking out about them. They scared to bring up Satanists, you know what I'm saying? And anybody else that's too scary for them. I don't want to talk about the government. Everybody's listening. The government is listening to everything you say. So the fuck what? Oh, fuck the government. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. I second that, bro.
That shit don't mean nothing. It can't do nothing at all. So wickedness is wickedness. So righteousness is just the winner. Period. And now that I know that, and I'm not a Satanist anymore, I'm more confident than ever. When I was a Satanist, now I was pretty brave. You know what I'm saying? But now that I know how this whole thing works and how to stay alive, you know what I'm saying, and how to live, you just all you gotta do is please His people, and that pleases the Heavenly Father. Please,
That's right.
there you go. And you're under His hedge of protection, and there can't nothing bother you. But you also have to conduct yourself a certain way too, because you think somebody just because somebody sleeps a sleep Israelite and don't know nothing that you can just talk to him any kind of way you want to. You can't do that. You can still die at any second. The apostles got stoned to death a bunch of times because they went around with confidence talking junk instead of talking with meekness. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So you still got to show the utmost respect for Israelites because Israelite can kill you any second. It don't matter, especially the ones that don't know nothing about nothing.
That's right. They'll offer you up to the Romans.
Instantly. They might get mad at something you say, you know what I'm saying, and go crazy. You know what I'm saying? That's how it is. So the best thing for you to do is watch Royal Remnants so you can get some of that good behavior medicine and get your mind right on how you're supposed to behave when you're talking to people. That's why I deal with some of them Kimite people, you know what I'm saying, because they generally kind of like have this thing where, you know, they talk everything positive. Everything that they say got to be positive and stuff like that. So they try to be real respectful.
Oh my God. Good evening, guys. It's the interrupter, Brother Garfield. How y'all doing?
We got the homie.
Oh my God. You know what?
Phil.
No. Garfield can't read. Can't.
Read.
I just want to say shalom, peace, assalamu alaikum, shalom, whatever. What are y'all saying now? What y'all talking about today?
Well, we just talking about like the people that's causing the real problems on earth are Satanists, and the atheists are more neutral, where they just live and let live. Where
Oh, okay. Hey, let me charge my phone and come back in, yo. All right, let me charge my phone. I'm gonna come right back in. Give me a few.
Yeah, but these Satanists out here, they purposely attack everything all the time, every day, all day, every day. And they got teams to do it. And they do everything in secret. So they're kind of hard to identify a little bit. But if you know what to look for, you know what I'm saying, they might say, oh, I'm just a nice little, sweet little white girl Wicca. And I, you know, I'm a Wiccan. Man, this a pure 100% Satanist, dude. They go to them meetings, the satanic meetings where they had the orgies and stuff.
Yeah, do witchcraft.
Yeah, but that's not all they doing is the orgies. They doggone making plans to do dirt to fuck you over bad.
Casting spells.
Yeah.
Harry Potter.
They might just kidnap you and eat you. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
They do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? They think it's power to eat people. They're cannibals. Real Satanists are cannibals.
That's why they got these mass killing centers called abortion clinics. You know, that's why they got damn it. You know, that's one of their things that they do. They look like the scriptures tell the serpent in the garden that he goes suck up the dust. That dust is what we were made of. And that's, you know what I mean, that's the life is, the scriptures say the life is in the blood, and he wants that blood.
Absolutely correct again. And see what they do. They also go around adopting people and eat them. You didn't know that? They be adopting people for real just to eat them. But if you didn't know that, then all you have to do is look at the homosexual community. They adopt children just to turn them gay because they think it's a wonderful life. They think homosexuality is a wonderful life, so they teach their children to be gay, molest them, kiss them all in the mouth 20 times a day. Man, that shit crazy.
That's right, and yeah, that's why so many people go missing a year. You know what I mean? Thousands of people go missing a year, man.
Wow.
Especially around Halloween, and they celebrate this wicked ass shit, man.
Yep. Last year, 2015, 65,000 women, mostly melanated. 65,000 women missing, all ages. How they missing? How they missing? They ain't missing. They got kidnapped because y'all dumb. You don't listen to nobody ever. So since you don't want nobody to judge you, when you out there roaming around thinking everything's hunky dory, there's no such thing as evil people. You get kidnapped. You be in the dungeon, living in somebody's basement for 14 years, getting stuck by every wicked white man in their town, including police officers and everybody, judges and everything.
Yep. Even their military is satanic. Like when they brought out the pictures over there when they went invaded Afghanistan and Iraq and stuff. You know, when they brought out them pictures, you know, they was torturing people. They had them walk around showing their shame. You know, they was taking pictures, and just like when we was getting lynched back in the day, they was smiling, taking pictures, throwing up the thumbs. That's wickedness, man.
So the two that stick out in my mind. They raped this little girl, 14-year-old girl, in front of her family and all that stuff. They chopped this one girl head off, a little 8-year-old girl, and then made the mama put her hands all down her neck to get the blood on her. One time they raped this little boy in front of their family. The military. You ain't gonna never, ever see that with the world's holiest government military. Them people are gonna be tortured for the rest of their life. We ain't even gonna kill them. We're just gonna torture them for 40 years.
I always bring out, like I said, shit, the key to, boy, I'm gonna cut your eyelids out. You ain't gonna be able to sleep, boy. You gonna have to sleep with your eyes open. You dry eyes. You got to go up under the damn thing like a gerbil and wet your eyes. You know.
You was going crazy last night, boy. You was mad, boy. You
But the
say,
script,
"Please,
but the,
I'm gonna cut your eyelids off."
but the scripture talk about that we gonna meditate terror upon these people, man, because they that's what they do to us. They keep us in fear. They terrorize us. You know, even though they do it to the rest of the planet, that's because you know what I mean. They wicked.
That's it. That's it. It's
They
gonna be
destroy
hard.
the earth, man.
It's gonna be hard to terrorize a organized military. It's gonna be hard because what's gonna happen once we see something happen to one of us? Like that time. Listen, man, I was so disappointed when that IUIC son got shot up by the police because he was running at him with a knife.
Yeah,
And them boys, like, they didn't lift one finger. You're not supposed to avenge people, right? But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to avenge against what? Against Israelites, right? You can avenge against other nations. Am I right or am I wrong? You know what verses I'm talking about?
kind.
Okay,
How many times shall you forgive your brother?
there you go. And then,
It's 70 upon 70, man. You're supposed to have that unconditional mercy for your brethren, man.
but then you just allow two pure heathens to shoot to death a little boy. Well, he was about 19, 20. This man was about 140 pounds. You couldn't tase that man till he couldn't move, and then took the knife out of his hand and sent him to jail. No, you got to shoot him right there on the spot, huh? What IUIC do? Yeah, we're out here we're getting justice. We're gonna get justice. We're out here getting justice. You ain't getting no damn justice. You probably didn't get no money for your kid getting murked off like that. You know what I'm saying? The rest of these people out here would that be getting killed be getting millions of dollars. Their family be getting paid millions of dollars by the state and the city. What you do? Went on the news talking about we gonna get justice. You ain't doing nothing. Talking your fucking head off. Lying every day.
Kind.
You know what I'm saying? You need to do some military stuff. I would have went over there, talked to the the police chief and said, "Listen here, bro. Them two people finna get fired today. You're gonna have to compensate me for the death of my son. Uh, I guess, well, 5 million to do it. Even though he's worth probably about 200 million. You know what I'm saying? This is my son, but I'll take 5 million. Okay, you got 3 days to respond. That's all it is to it. What in the world you gonna sit there on the news talking about we gonna get justice? What you talking to the news for? What the news people gonna do for you? These people is retarded, man.
Kind. Yep, they do. That remind me of Trayvon Martin parents. You know what I mean? They went on a show tour. They went to doing Ellen DeGeneres and Good Morning America. They was everywhere for a hot minute. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. See, that's that national stuff. That's that national agenda, race war agenda. But you know what I'm saying? IUIC, they just normal dumbasses. So I don't think they're part of the race war agenda at all because they just way too soft for that. I know that for a fact. So that was just a random dummy, you know what I'm saying? Filled with a demon, running at two cops with a knife as if something like he finna do something. Now he was fed up for real, and he was screaming that too. He was saying, I'm sick of this shit. I'm tired of this shit." He just went crazy. The devil jumped into his body. It was over for him. And you go on the news. Man, please. Even when I was a Satanist, I seen this dude getting chased by 40 cops through my neighborhood, and he was on foot. I wanted to go out there and help him by myself, but I knew they were gonna kill me too. But they ain't kill him though. They did arrest him, but they would have arrested me too. You know what I'm saying? He was too outnumbered. I wanted to help him though. You know what I'm saying? But if we had everybody in your neighborhood ready to go, when they see something like that, they'll all come out at the same time.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? That's why I got three people in my neighborhood ready to go. And we was already been TTG. We already been trained to go, even when we was dummies. Yeah, shit.
That's right, brother. Hey, I wanted to bring out this scripture right fast, just to, you know what I mean, just to drill something home, how we supposed to be willing to die for each other, and you know what I mean, to be servants to one another, not to try to, you know what I mean, be the head or nothing like that. This is Matthew 20:24. It says, and when the 10 heard it, they were moved with indignation against the two brethren. You know, they were mad at their brethren because they, you know, they going. It talks about when they asked, can they sit with Yahweh in the kingdom? And this verse 25, it said, but Yahweh called them unto him and said, ye know that the princes of the Gentiles exercise dominion over them, and they that are great exercise authority upon them. You know, and that's what the heathen doing now. They exercise their power over us. You know what I mean? With the mass shootings. You know what I mean? The constant imprisonments. The bottom of the barrel, staying in the ghettos. Last how you first fired. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But verse 26 says, but it shall not be so among you. But whosoever will be great among you, let him be your minister. And whosoever will be chief among you, let him be your servant, even as the Son of Man, who is Yahweh came, not to be ministered unto, but to minister. And that minister means to serve, and to give his life a ransom for many. You know, and let's talk about it, like if you got 100 sheep, one go astray, he'll leave that 99 and go and find that one that's lost. And that's something our people are not doing, man.
Mm. Yeah, man. Yeah, we need better promotion. We need better promotion. If everybody thought like this Bible, how you're supposed to think, it would work. It would work better. But you know what I'm saying? I already know that's not gonna happen, so I don't even get dismayed and daunted anymore. You know what I'm saying? I do, but I was feeling, but I was feeling for that girl. You know what I'm saying? The other day, though. You know what I mean? Because the Kemites done brainwashed her to think all she got to do is say positive things every day, and she's safe. Don't teach nothing about nothing how to live according to the Bible, how to stay alive. The Bible teaches you how to stay alive, dude, and it teaches you how to be prosperous that way as well, and get righteous money and all that stuff. This dude was a school teacher. I mean, no, he wasn't a school teacher, but he worked in the school system. I meant to say, probably a janitor or something. You know what I'm saying? And it just that's a humble living. That's a humble life right there. If he was a janitor, but I mean, they ain't never say what he do for a living. So they said he worked in the school system. What the hell that mean? He could have been a maintenance man or something. Cut the grass, maybe cut their grass or something.
Well, I don't know. But whatever it was, sounded like he was living a humble living. But they constantly ignored the Bible every day. So you got no choice but to get killed anytime you ready to die.
That's right.
You can
The
get killed.
mentality of our
That's the thing, man. You can people cope with that in their mind that they can get killed at any moment. They cope with it, but you don't have to think like that anymore. When you uh learn how to stay alive according to the Bible, it teaches you how to not die. So you can walk around just as confident and happy all you want. You don't be afraid of nothing majority of the time. Of course, people just naturally get afraid sometimes. I tell these people that you're gonna feel so much better. I know people, a lot of people who got anxiety problems. You know what I'm saying? They are more afraid than normal people that should be. And I keep trying to show them this information, but they just be like, "Man, the Bible been rewritten 20,000 times." Well, that was just to be sure that you could read it properly. You know what I'm
that's the book the white man gave you to put you in slavery.
saying? Yeah. They use the most powerful weapon on earth to conquer a people that's way more powerful than them. So you should take that same weapon and use it on them.
Yep.
Where you bringing that?
Yep. It takes a nation to bring down another nation, man.
Yep.
Y'all brothers stop being so silent, man. Y'all chime in.
They busy.
I was working on my daughter's guitar, man.
Oh, kind. I'm just teasing, bro.
Baby guitar. That's cute. Cordell, what's the economic plan for 2000, the rest of 2016? 2000.
Man, economic plan for 2016. What we're going to try to do is invest in our own banks. We're going to try to right now what I'm trying to do, I'm looking at land. I'm looking at like places that we could purchase and build like a small nation inside of a nation. So we have a small revenue stream where we could actually purchase some land outside of the states and then build on that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Now, when you do your banks, are you gonna get all the American paperwork and stuff that's needed to do these things and be under their control? How are you gonna do that?
Uh, Unfortunately, yeah, right now we gotta play by their games. We just gotta be aware of the game. You know what I mean? But right now, I wanna do that so we can be able to give out business loans to ourselves. You know what I mean?
I
Things
don't
of
know who
that
this
nature.
brother is, but he's reading my mind. I said this yesterday to somebody else.
What's good?
We got the big homie.
I said this yesterday. I was talking to somebody about this. A dude I know by Luke Francis. He lives in Trinidad, and I asked him, "Is there a way we could start a crowdfunding to raise about $10 billion and offer every brother in the United States 100,000 to leave the United States? We'd find an island somewhere off the coast of maybe Central Latin America or somewhere out in where the Greek islands were, take possession of it, just like some other billionaire was going to do for these refugees. Get everybody to come there, have universities, companies, you name it, and we all just help build our own state, independent state.
That's funny you say that because
Beautiful.
that fits into the Bible paradigm where it says the Most High is going to round us up from the islands of the sea. You know what I'm
I
saying?
was just talking and shit about somebody the other day because I started looking into what it takes to become a member of the UN and actually have sovereignty and independence. And I was reading a news article about that guy who's literally going to invest $1 billion to buy an island and house every Syrian or refugee that was fleeing their country, so they wouldn't be stateless. It'd be their own island. They would develop it, build it, you know.
So it'd be like a new Syria.
Yeah, it would be like a new Syria for those people that were fleeing. But with regard to black people in the United States, you just basically put out the offer. We're offering $100,000 for any single person. You know, families, of course, would probably get a little bit more. And says, we're offering you to leave the United States, hand over all of your documents. This is what we have set up for you. We have universities, we have jobs for you, we have everything waiting for you when you get there, and you're going to help us build our own new community.
I would do that. I'm down.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, $110 billion. I mean, I wanted to get the real census numbers of how many African Americans actually are in the United States. Really, because that's how much money you think you would have to raise. You'd have to raise enough money to literally give people the incentive to say, you know what, I'm packing my shit, I'm leaving.
Right.
And that's it.
Kind. Hey, and I don't know if Deval told you brothers, man, but he brought out information about how the UN has recognized the people of the Diaspora as a nation, and they got money set aside for us.
Yeah, you know, I'm a member of a program called it's it's an international loan program. Damn, what was it? It was right on the top of my head. It was MIAC or something like that, where you can apply for an international loan, and the international community will back up. Like, say if you invest 10 million, they'll back it up with like 100 million.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, but you know, it's all got to be humanitarian. You're building something to improve, you know, the way of life for the people in the local indigenous population or whatever it may be. And I forgot the name of it, man. Off the top. I'll get it, man. I forgot the name of it off the top of my head, but you're basically getting a loan. But I don't ever want to put my people into a situation of being in debt. So that wasn't an option for me. That wasn't an option. I don't need money from there, because you take money from the international community, you're gonna owe them something.
Yep.
Okay. So based on, I wanted to ask a question, because I mean, I'm not really that financial savvy, man. I can handle my own, but that's pretty much it. So wouldn't it be beneficial to create a system where we would, in a sense, have a financial system that would pretty much keep people from going in debt? Because in a sense, debt would be a form of slavery. You're paying that off until you can pay it off, and if you can't pay it off, you're paying it until you die. And when you die, that debt is pretty much given to your child.
You can literally go back to the old barter system, to where people are providing some sort of service or product in exchange for, you know, being able to live free and peaceful and not ever having to owe anybody.
Yeah, kind of like that. I would think like a talent-based economy where people are using their talents in order to barter. Like, say, if you were a carpenter and I needed help fixing up my house, I would call you, you help me fix up my house.
Yeah, that's exactly how it would be.
Yeah,
That's exactly how it would be. You would have a certain amount of carpenters, a certain amount of builders, a certain amount of people who are, that you just grab every skill set, basically.
All right,
but no one group would be able to monopolize on any one particular area. They would all be sharing the work. And if you just happen to be loaded down with a lot of work, then you share that work with someone else. And See, here's the thing. It'd have to be a society that wasn't going to be concerned with having abundance of anything. Everyone had a balance of everything. You would be living in a society of perpetual equilibrium. No one person has more than the other. No one is living better than the other. No one knows more than the other. People will pick and choose what they want to know, when they want to know it. They'll do what they want to do, how they want to do it. But it's within the guidelines to make sure that there's always perpetual balance within the entire society.
That's right. That's strictly scripture right there. You know,
So there'll never be profit. Everything gets put back into the community to make the entire community better, rather than just the governing, communal, tribal leaders who are saying, hey, we're going to make sure that we maintain this equilibrium. And yes, you guys are voting us to make the decisions, but we're always going to consult with you on it and let you know, hey, if we don't do this, we're going to be out of balance. You understand? So even the leaders and the representatives, you ain't going to be living in some really plush palace or anything. There won't be no palace. Everybody will be living in the same design structure of their home. If we all have 3-bedroom homes for families, everyone lives in a 3-bedroom home exactly identical. There ain't nothing different about it. Nothing different about it at all.
Yep, y'all are describing something that I'm fascinated with, which is called contributionism. And
it can be done, brothers. It could be done. It could be done. But you got to give people listen, if there's 20 million blacks in the United States, 30 million, 50 million, maybe even 100 million, you're looking at a minimum of 100,000 each. Minimum. A family, then maybe it's going to take half $500,000. That $500,000, that when I say that it'll take 100,000 to $500,000. What you basically you're setting a condition that, hey, if you accept this, we're going to pay off any debt and leverage that's owed to the government you're going to be leaving, the society you're going to be leaving, so that they can't say, hey, that's our property that just left. You need to bring them back.
Oh, all right, that's a bad.
Hey, look. He said it right here. Look. Okay, this is contributionism. A world without money. Okay, contribution system.
There you go, right there. That's it.
Let each citizen contribute their natural talents or acquired skills to the greater benefit of all in the community.
I like it. All right, I'm gonna look that up, man.
And I'm gonna let you know something here right now, brothers. I ain't even read that before. This is something I've been thinking about since I was a kid.
Yeah, me either. Yeah, I have been too. But yeah,
this is the first time I'm seeing this.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah,
anybody that's empathetic is gonna naturally comprehend that.
Yeah,
Hey,
unique.
That's scripture right there.
Boy,
Yeah.
that's the whole reason we started getting on here doing these shows.
See?
You see what I'm saying? That's the whole reason. Like, what's it been, like 3 or 4 months now, and we started to get some good minds in here, man.
Yeah. I stumbled across Claims Hangout, dude. I don't know how it happened, but
Because I mirrored you.
no. Well, not because you mirrored me, but maybe because of that. But it was just interesting because a lot of people mirrored the stuff I put on my channel, but for some reason, your thing kept popping up every morning. I'd log in, I'm like, something's calling me to go look at this channel. And I came to look at it, and I started hearing when I started listening to what I was hearing, I was like, whoa, dude, I ain't even gonna mess around with all this other flatter drama and nonsense bullshit. I'm gonna be listening to this every chance I get. So, like minds think alike, brothers. Like minds think alike.
Yeah.
And and I'm not trying to promote separatism or secularism, any of that. I'm not saying, nobody else will be welcome. What I'm saying is this: there's a specific type of group of people who don't even belong in the United States. And I'm not saying, I don't want anybody to take it literally that we don't belong there. That's our land, period. It's always been. It was land from the ancestors left, from Kemet. But the point being is that you ain't gonna never rise up to the level you should be as kings and princesses and gods on that land, as long as it's mixed up the way it is.
Yeah.
As long as there's that mix of things there is. You understand what I'm saying?
There's too much wicked influence to get you to be wicked.
It ain't supposed to be like that, because the original forefounders of the United States were guys just like us, skin color just like us, and they believed in the same things we believed, in perpetual equilibrium of the community and society to develop. And then all of a sudden, British and French and Spanish came over and says, "Oh no, hell no, no, we sent you over here for territorial expansion and to make money. So if you want to stay over here, you're gonna pay taxes to us forever." No. I'm sorry.
They convince you of better life.
So there's enough land out there, brothers. You know, when we talk about the flat Earth, really a lot of it has to do with there's hidden land out there they don't want us to know about. They're falsifying the design and development of the maps. I mean, did you guys know that there's a chain of islands out in the southern Pacific near Easter Island that are in it uninhabited? And when I say uninhabited, I mean that they're flourishing and just rich flora and fauna, and nobody's ever tried to go and populate these places. We could be out there, and the weather down in the South Pacific is beautiful. It's in perfect balance. It's in perfect environmental balance, man. This is in the Southern Pacific, man. About somewhere around 20 to 100 kilometers north of Easter Island, man, off the coast of Chile. Nobody ain't living out there, dude. And it's like but if you need to see this land, you got to go on Google Earth Pro and zoom in probably to like 500 feet to even see them.
Yeah.
And then they blur the images so much because they don't want you to know what's out there. That's what I'm talking about, man. So if you can go out there and claim that, and no country has claimed it, it's yours. Now you got to work on logistics and administrative details to literally get a bunch of big-ass stand ships to send out a bunch of supplies and send out 1,000 people to start maybe spend the next 2-3 years building shit out there. To start preparing. If you're gonna prepare, you gotta start preparing now, because that type of shit we gotta start doing. If you really want to take this shit serious, one, you gotta get the money available. Number two, you gotta get the logistics. You're talking about ships. You're talking about materials. You're talking about manpower. Okay, you're talking about security. That shit alone takes anywhere between a year to 18 months, 24 months just to put together. So you'll be able to set up the first 500 to 1,000 people to live there, to start working on this shit, but you ain't gonna be able to receive anybody for probably about the next 10 years. That gives you the time to start promoting it, to say, hey, listen, you want to be out here, because listen, you can put together a computer graphics program to illustrate what this place is going to look like. Once you put it up online within the next 24 months, and people start seeing, oh my God, this is where we're going to go live, this is going to be our new utopia, they'll be like, oh, they're going to start packing up and just getting ready. Half of them will probably be building their own boats to sail out there. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to say, I can help.
They're cheap because you were going to be the ones cultivating the resources.
You know what I'm saying? And there's no telling what type of natural resources are out there on that island. There could be gold there. There could be all kinds of other natural resources you could use for energy. I mean, you're talking about the Southern Pacific. So the sun this place that I'm talking about, where it's located, and this is just, I'm not, it's a hypothetical proposal, but where it's located on the map, you won't believe this. You would literally be experiencing the sun as it's setting and rising, meaning that it would. I'm assuming that there would be perpetual sunlight out in this area.
Oh man!
Because the halfway point between Latin America and New Zealand sees the first sunrise of every day. So if you're right smack dab in the middle, and you're getting to see the sunsets of Chile and the sunrises of New Zealand, where do you think you are? That's heaven, bro. That's because what does it describe? What is heaven described as? You're always in perpetual light. You're glowing
That's right.
all the time. So I'm telling you, start looking at this. Download Google Earth Pro. That shit is free. Dude, there's a chain of islands out there, man. A chain of them. And they're big enough, man, literally, to have, I mean, you could house every black person in the United States, man. Or maybe 2 of the islands. 2 of them. Why I live here in Colombia, bro? Why I live in Colombia, I know families, I know a family of 6 can live in 1,500 square feet, man. 1,500 square feet. You know, optimal 2,500 square feet. So if you're looking at an island that's about 100 kilometers across, you know, wide, and maybe, you know, 200 kilometers long, you know, think about that. And you got all this clean, nice water out there. You're close to Antarctica, where the fresh, you know, ocean flow is coming through. You got clean water. You ain't got no people bothering you. You ain't got to wear no chemtrails and all that other bullshit. You know. Go back to the days the way it was, where everybody was sailing on the water, man. That's being one with nature. That's being one with nature right there.
Hey, I want to shout out the big homie Lion Bear.
What's going on with y'all?
The homie.
Yeah, Shalom Lion Bear. Shalom to the warrior Hebrew.
Yeah, I'm just sitting here, man. Just listen to the brother speak, man. You know.
Hey, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
Yeah. What up, warrior?
Warrior Hebrew, you came in right on time last night. It had us cracking.
Yeah, you had me laughing like a motherfucker. Oh, dog. When they mentioned my name, you was like, "Oh no, fuck that nigga, man."
At least
he had me laughing like, "Oh, dude."
Even me. Cussed everybody out.
Oh, he had me cracking up, dude. He goes, yeah. And what's the homie next with the bed sheet on? He next. I'm like, oh no, hell no.
Fuck that nigga.
He was cursing everybody out, man. I love it, dude. It was needed. It was needed, bro. Definitely needed. But yeah, we can begin accumulating our own our historical library. We can have it all down there, man. Right. We can have it all.
And we can build all those Tesla technologies down there.
All of it. We ain't got no restrictions or nothing. We just do it all ourselves.
Yes, sir. Get that real power, the real energy.
So let me ask the brother this then, because you obviously been thinking about it, and my mind worked the same way. You know what I'm saying? I don't, you know, to actually go somewhere and just be away. But as far as a governmental structure, how would that work? Because I think that's probably the most. I mean, I know what I'm gonna say. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of these brothers are gonna feel the same way. But you know, I don't know what your beliefs are on this and that and the other. But how would the governmental structure work? Because I think, you know, at the end of the day, how you interact with each other and that law within that community is what protects you from all kinds of other stuff that you might not want in your community.
Yeah.
So how would that work?
Anyway, we would just go back to the ancient African communal system, where every second, and I wouldn't say, I don't like to use secular, but every group of people, right, would elect someone who best represents and has the common views of how they want to live their lives. Because we're not all going to agree how we want to live and how we want to learn. So each group will select who it is going to be represented. And that person will always come to, you know, a group of, I wouldn't say elders, but, you know, wise men, so to speak, who, you know, have an advanced level of understanding and wisdom and intuition to say, you know, and independent, non-biased, cognitive, you know, assessments of, okay, we heard what everyone else is saying. We like a lot of these other ideas. Here goes the top 5 that we selected. What do you people think about this? And if someone comes out and says, well, you got the top 5, but number 7 actually turns out to be, you know, pretty good as well. And then there'll never be any one central authority a single deciding vote, so to speak. People will just agree that we will all agree as a community that, and set the standard rules that here goes the 10 things that we need to ensure always stay present to maintain communal equilibrium.
All right. So let me ask you this question: how about
Hey,
moral? Yeah. What's up, bro?
Hey, you mind if I ask him something real quick?
Yeah. Go ahead, brother.
Before you ask that question.
Yeah.
Cause I know Planet, you read the Torah, right?
Yeah, I read the Torah. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, would you have a problem with just instating the law as like the Torah?
Well, here's the thing. For me, I want to get away from developing any kind of laws. They would just be rules to live by, because you're going to have individual people who want to learn different types of things. And if say you got another communal group who's not in line, who's next door to you, but is not in line with your method of thinking and the way you go about living your life, then equilibrium has been thrown out of balance, and that has to be put back into balance. So if we all collectively agree that it's important for all of us to know the same things that you know, then that's going to become a goal for everybody to understand why it is the brother feels that this is important for everyone to know, but they're going to have their own choice to decide if they're going to adopt it or not. So at least everyone has that knowledge, and having the knowledge maintains the equilibrium. It's those who don't have the knowledge will say, well, hey, I ain't into that, I don't want to learn this. No, it's not about you not wanting to learn it. It's actually part of one of our rules of maintaining equilibrium, that no knowledge, no education will be disregarded or ignored, because all knowledge that everyone will have to share is part of the equilibrium system. So whether I agree with the brother or not, on what the Torah says, if he wants to live by those laws, he can live by those laws. Okay. When he goes to another community, he's not living by no law. He's living by the rule of communal equilibrium.
So how about sodomites then, brother? Sodomites. Let's say we got some guys that want to be sodomites. Is there going to be a sodomite community on this island?
I'm going to be honest with you, brothers, and this is not to offend anybody, but that has no place in an equilibrium community.
There you go. Right. Okay. So things like that's what I'm talking about.
That has no place.
Yeah. I'm not talking about limiting what people can learn. I mean, as far as gaining knowledge, I'm talking about moral things.
Yeah, that has no place. That has no place. It's not part of the equation of creation. Of creation.
Right. For sure. Okay.
Hey, I want to bring out this scripture right fast.
Yeah, that's what I meant too. About like the Torah is basically a moral code.
Yeah.
It's a culture.
Hey, I want to bring out this Proverbs 11:1. It says, "A false balance is abomination to the Lord, but a just weight is his delight. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. The integrity of the upright shall guide them, but the perverseness of transgressors shall destroy them."
True that.
That's why it sounds like to me that the big homie comprehends laws, but he calls them rules for him to live by, and it makes sense to him since it worked so well for him to multiply that in a society.
Yeah, I mean, understand, laws are always designed to institute a method of control. No one will be under any control. They will always, and this is why I said before when I was talking to you guys in another chat, is that for me, what I learned in Islam about the term jihad is not holy war against any one other human being. Jihad is actually the struggle and fight you go through every day within yourself to remain pure, righteous, and true in thought, deed, action, and life. That's the battle. That's jihad. You battle with jihad in yourself, not with your brothers. So just using that as an example is that a rule will always be dynamically amendable and eliminated.
All right. So let me ask you this. Oh, go ahead, brother. You about to speak? Go ahead.
Yeah. If we try to develop a law, then we're going to have people who will say, "Wait a minute, I don't agree with these laws," and the reason why they're not going to agree with the law is because of the word itself. Because they came from a land. They're going to go to They came from a land that's composed of laws that that did not allow them to be treated equal, and they don't want to go to another new land to be living under another set of new laws. It'll be rules to live by, and every single individual human being who will be part of this community will contribute to those rules. I mean, we ain't gonna have, a million rules, of course, but we're gonna agree on how many rules there should be and what they should be as a community.
Yeah.
And there are gonna be people who says, "I don't agree with this." Hey, that's okay. You cannot agree with this, but the majority actually rules. You're not overruled. You're not disregarded. But we do understand why you disagree with it. We just ask that some way, somehow, see how you can spend your free time to develop a rule that you think is more universal that you could accept. And while that person is in that community with us, out in the middle of the Southern Pacific, they're saying, "Wait, I'm going to actually put some effort into this to figure out what I could do." That person is now dedicated to spending their time and their life and their energy and their effort to bettering the entire community, to come up with a universal rule that everyone can literally accept. That allows that person to tap into their true, higher, intelligent, cognitive being, to be more creative. And that's the problem we're having right now in the society.
That disagree with common sense rules ain't gonna want to go anyway, so they ain't even gonna be in our way. They ain't even gonna be there.
And that's why it's important for us. We start working on this and developing it. We put up the most incredible website where we lay it all out on a web page, saying, "Hey, these are some of the proposed rules that you could expect to agree to and sign to when you come to this new land." And for those who don't want to agree to sign to it, boom, they stay where they're going to stay at. The people who will say, "Hey, this is my line of thinking. This is the life and the world I want to live in. This is the community I want to be a part of." We need like-minded people like us. We need 10 million fold people like us. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Absolutely.
What about a screening process?
The screening process, shit, I'm not saying I'm the guru on this. You leave that to me. Trust me, I'll find out the day that person was born, the doctor that gave birth to him, all the way up until the present date, to let you know, hey, this is somebody we could bring in, or hey, this is an imposter, or this is a spy. Yeah. I live by the art of war, Sun Tzu, my man. And you better believe they're gonna try to put these other people out there, gonna try to put spies within our ranks. Oh, they're gonna get weeded out immediately.
Yes.
Immediately. And we're going to have a system that even for people who've been accepted into the community, they will be constantly subjected to screening. And anybody who even has the intention of going against the community and creating creating equilibrium imbalance, there will be a vote to decide if that person.
You done came across a situation that I thought about for a long time, and I said, who in the world is going to agree to what I'm saying here, or what I see? I mean, yeah. So I'm thinking to myself, there got to be cameras in every room of every house, right? And every street corner, every light corner.
No, we won't need that, brother. We won't need that.
Because when somebody do something crazy that is punishable by death, we're going to need some real witnesses, not no damn liars.
No, brother. Here's the thing. Here's the thing, brother. I got that covered because I'm working on something involving artificial intelligence.
Yeah, there you go. That's right.
So with every home that's built, they will all be fiber optic wired to a central mainframe artificial intelligence system. I was thinking maybe we can call the artificial system the eye of command, something like that. But this system would be monitoring the entire community autonomously, meaning that none of us could be able to manipulate this system to go against even ourselves. All right, it will literally be designed to protect us all. So if someone within the community,
it's gonna need a real eye. It's gonna need real cameras, just in case.
Yeah, I feel you.
It does something. It might think on its own and start doing something else.
Fiber optics
might start lying by itself.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
That do all that with cameras in themselves, just like a endoscope.
Yeah, that's true. True that. But here's an example. If someone was thinking, even sitting down thinking and reading, and at that very moment considering going against the community to create equilibrium and balance, the mainframe system would notify the communal leaders that, hey, the imbalance is about to be created and this is where it's located. Convene immediately. We will convene.
Hey, bro, I'm not trying to cut you off. Hold on. Are you talking about, can you start all over, man? Not all the way over, but you talking about computer systems and mainframes?
Yeah, it would be something that we design behind our own construct. So the system would be modeled after us.
Are they reading our mind, like a matrix type system?
No. What it would be doing is it would be conducting what's called quantum biophysics intelligence monitoring, meaning that
on our minds.
Yeah, whatever's going on with us on a biophysics level, the system would know if you were having, if you were about to get a cold or a virus or some bacteria, or even if you had a malicious thought about hurting someone else in the community or disrupting the equilibrium. The mainframe would immediately identify that as an insider threat and notify the members.
I'm out, bro.
Why?
You don't want to be subjected to transparency.
No, it would be transparency, brother.
I'm talking to Lionberry.
Man, I'm not trying to that's what I'm trying to run from. So I'm gonna go to an island somewhere and then have more computers running my life and telling me when I'm sick and going off because the computer said he about to go off. Nah.
No, brother. It wouldn't be us saying that. The system would be modeled after us. We can't be, for us to get to the level of all knowing, all seeing, and all doing. Okay, we need something artificial to assist us with getting there. We just can't get there on our own right now, brothers. The system will be modeled behind our own cognitive capabilities, meaning that, over a 3 to 6 month time frame, you would allow for this system to understand you, and you would implement the program that's designed behind your own construct, meaning that this is not a system that goes out and monitors everybody, so it knows everything, what everyone's done. It's based on, it responds to you. It says, what can I do for you today, sir? Everything's looking good. You have these tasks for today. Do you need any assistance? Is there anything I can help you to raise you to the next?
My wife does that for me, though. My wife does that for me.
I feel you. You're right. I feel you. But I'm just saying, listen, these are just hypothetical proposals. I'm not saying that this is something that I would recommend. Because before all of this science and technology existed, we have this innate ability inside of us. We have the innate ability inside of us. Okay? I'm looking for a way to bring it out of us. And the only way to bring it out of us is to get us out of an environment where we're literally being poisoned by every drink of water we consume, right? Killed with every bite of every.
My problem is that,
killed slowly with every bite of food that we take, and slowly killed with every breath we take from what's in the air.
But what I'm saying is secrecy allows only the strong to survive, or that paradigm, and transparency protects the pure weak. You know what I'm saying? And that balances the playing field.
But see, no one would have any power over anyone. And I agree with you on the transparency.
Yeah, but check it out though. So when you say stuff like that though, it's almost like you're going against nature to a certain degree, because everything in nature, even down to humans, to animals, to plants, to everything has a balance. But at the same time, though, you do have power exerted over other people. It doesn't mean that it always have to be negative or this and the other. But the example you used about having a representative from that particular community, well, whoever that representative is, just by that fact alone, has a certain amount of power over the rest.
Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying?
No. They would no. One of the rules would be this: even though one person would be elected, and it would need to be a unanimous election. Unanimous, meaning that every person who voted to have that one person represent them, no other person would know who voted, what and who they voted for, and you would continue that process until either 100% of the people agree that, hey, this person represents us, or 100% of the people agree that they didn't need no leader, that they would all stand together and vote as one, or vote independently. That's where the equilibrium comes in. Because when you look at, say you look at a cell community of 100 people, right? Although each one of those 100 people can be broken down 1 million times. So now you got 10 billion subatomic creative entities that probably have another billion ideas.
And also in nature, motherfuckers is living outside, dude. They all can see each other every day.
And if you want to do it that way, you do it that way. But what I'm saying is this: they don't have to be a representative for any collective group of people. And if there is a representative, that representative understands they have zero power. Zero power. They only have the power over themselves. Over themselves. The people who voted them don't have power over them.
Mm-hmm.
Every time a decision is made, if there's an elected representative and the other communal leaders want to validate that a decision has been made by the community they represent, then those individuals can express, yes, I did vote this way, and I did it under no duress of my own free will, and I believe that this is the best course of action to maintain equilibrium within the community. And they all have, that would be just an official statement that every one of them would have to make, transparent to everyone so that everyone heard it, so that if there was ever any change to come down the pipe later on, and they say, well, hey, I didn't really agree to this, because, I just did it because everybody else did it. Well, no, that's not true. You said in front of everyone, you did it of your own free will, and you did it under no duress.
Plane ticket right back to hell to America.
There you go. Say, hey, I'm sorry, but you're going to have to leave, because the one of the rules of the community is that you're transparent and honest with everyone in the community, and you just expressed the dishonest. You got to go. You're a liability to us.
So transparent on what?
Transparent just on every decision that needs to be made with the community. Every decision.
On that, I'm gonna explain something to you. Pimps and you know what I'm saying. There are people out here, right, who are very charismatic, to the and undercover, malicious people.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So what they do is act like you, act nice, be nice forever until the right moment of when they want to do something dirty to you.
Okay.
There's a lot of people like that in the world. So they'll fake like they down with the, you know what I'm saying, everything that you're talking about. Yeah, man, I like that rule, and I do this rule and this rule right here.
Yeah.
And then right when the time is right, for whatever their mental illness is, they will do you harm at a particular time. So now this transparency, you know what I'm saying, prevents, it doesn't prevent that from happening, but it allows you to catch that person when he does finally do something dirty.
Well, understand this. I've looked at things with regard to, like, what if there was someone who tried to hurt another individual? Because you're gonna get people who are gonna argue. That's gonna happen. So we got to look into all these other social factors, man, when you put people into a closed system. because this would be a closed system, because we would be closing ourselves out initially to the rest of the world until we were ready to actually begin trading with the rest of the world. Because of course, we need to be involved in, international trade and commerce, all of that.
Mm-hmm.
But we ain't gonna be ready to openly do that until we literally can stand all together as literally one of the strongest forces to be reckoned with on this earth. Because any weakness in our structure will be exploited, and we will go crumbling down as quickly as we came into existence. So this is not about brainwashing. This is not about cult following or cult development. It means that how we all are thinking right now, it has to be 10 million people out there in this world that think exactly like us.
Yep.
And I don't care how long it takes, we will keep building until literally we can all sit there as brothers and say, yep, let's vote this person in. They think exactly like us. And they'll be like, man, it took 6 years you vote me in. Yeah, it took us 6 years to really decide if you were really true to who you are and you know where you come from.
And consistent.
And that's what it's all about, because I used to work in interrogation. All right? I talked to a dude who was on Fox News. All right? This dude was on Fox News as a counterterrorism expert. I was introduced to him. Dude, in 3 minutes, I outed this guy. In 3 minutes. He said he worked for the CIA for 30 years. I told the dude that introduced me to him, I said, listen, this guy's bad news. He says, what happened? I said, ain't nothing happened. That's my point. He full of shit. 2 weeks later, this cat got arrested by the FBI. You know what he got arrested for? For lying to the U.S. government about working for the CIA for 30 years. This dude briefed the President of the United States, briefed the Secretary of Defense. He got a security clearance. He lied on the security clearance application. He was a convicted felon carrying a fucking firearm. And he scammed somebody for $250,000. And the dude who introduced me to him says that he known him for 30 years. Now get this. The guy who said he known him for 30 years used to be the Deputy Counterintelligence Director for the CIA. So how the fuck it is that this dude didn't know about him for 30 years and I out this motherfucker in 3 minutes? See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about. Is that I'm using what I've been blessed with to be all-knowing, all-hearing, and just listen to my intuition, my gut, so to speak. And my gut, when I get to talking to somebody, right, I'm talking to you on the phone, email, or whatever it may be, I know who you are real deep, but you're going to say something where you're going to get tripped up, and I'm going to catch you. Now, I'm not going to be that guy always that everybody's going to come to and say, hey, what do you think about this person? What do you think about this person? Should we vote them in? What should we do? Because I've done some really thorough backgrounds on people and they really clean. But if you too fucking clean, then I don't trust you.
That is.
If you ain't got.
But have you experienced them being untrustworthy though?
Oh yeah, dude. I come from an Italian family. You trust no one, not even some of your family. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying, do you have an experience of somebody who was too squeaky clean that ended up being?
Oh hell yeah, dude, hell yeah. There ain't no such thing as a quiet boy, and I always make a joke out of that quiet boy. Yeah. I say, you know what? You trying to say this person's a quiet boy? Well, let me tell you something about quiet boys. They're little fucking perverts, man. Because look at the preachers and the bishops and the popes and all that kind of shit playing with little boys. So you think that's a quiet boy? I'm sorry, I ain't with that quiet boy shit.
That's exactly what I'm talking about. I knew a family that was
I ain't with that.
Squeaky clean. The father was a down low brother. Come to find out, I'm talking about years later, 15 years later, I find this out. 20 years later, the father was a down low brother. I don't know what the mother's weird quirk was. I still haven't found out. But the son was a damn pedophile, a damn serial. He used to go around flash. He was a flasher. Flashing.
Oh my god.
At children.
Oh man. That's some sick shit.
These people, I'm talking about these people, you'll never know nothing because I'm talking about they are like they look perfect. The big house, the nice cars, the nice clothes, you know what I'm saying, and talk proper, got businesses and stuff like that, and in public they are just the perfect family. Go to church every Sunday.
I really want to scout these islands, man. I really do, people. I really want to scout these islands out in the South Pacific. I really do. I really do, man.
And I'm with it,
Here
man.
now.
What was
Okay,
that?
I think we exhausted that. So okay, economic plans.
I'm
Go,
good.
Economic plans
go.
do raising the money. That shouldn't be a problem. We just have to put together the plan. We gotta have a business. Well, I wouldn't say business plan, but I don't want to look at this as some sort of business venture. It's not gonna be a business venture. It's gonna be a life venture. Because we ain't gonna be running no business. We're gonna be living life, and we're gonna need the money, man, because we gotta buy the materials. We ain't gonna.
See,
We're not gonna
that's the
destroy the environment we're gonna go into. Meaning that we're not gonna go there, start chopping fucking trees down and shit like that, fucking up the ecosystem.
Okay.
Unless we have to.
Import.
see, but that's the thing, you know. I mean, I brought this out a little earlier. What are we going to consider money? Because in the scripture, money is wealth is land, livestock, gold, silver. You know what I mean? Actual
And that's what I'm saying. That's
substance.
why we need to find out where we would go, and then go there and scout it out to see what is actually there.
Hey, brothers,
There
real
could
quick.
be things there that supply us.
Real quick, brother. I hate to cut you off. Hey, I'm about to step out. All right, but I'm gonna join you in a minute. All right. So if y'all, all right.
We need to find out what's at these places, because there could be something in the ground that allows us to literally be self-sustaining, where we sell those resources.
Yeah, and
what we need to get.
the society that we're in now, everything is money.
There you go.
Everything is money. Everything on the stock market, you got toilet paper is money. You know what I'm saying? So if that's money, everything is money.
You know, the environment I'm talking about could be an environment where literally you could live off the land and not need anything. You know, yeah, you'd have maybe, 5-10 years worth of surplus food and clothes and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you'd have that kind of stuff. You'd have that stuff imported every now and then. But I mean, there are people who are already doing this, man, in places we never even thought about.
Mm-hmm.
If we can just get together and say, okay, let's take a trip to this place or that place, let's talk to these people and figure out how the hell they've been doing it for the last 500 years. And then that gives us a base model and understanding, okay, this is how we need to do it. We got to go to these places.
Yeah, you just gave me a thought that it probably is some indigenous people.
Yeah, I mean, you got people living on fucking islands out in the middle of the South Pacific in Fiji, dude.
Yeah.
They ain't never seen a TV before. You'd say computer, they'd be like, what? What the hell is that?
Don't speak no known language.
Exactly, man.
Yes, sir.
I mean, that's what we're talking about, man. We gotta. I got at least 4 places I know we can go right in Latin and South America, where people are literally living out in the middle of nowhere, and they only see other human beings maybe once every 5-10 years. Once every 5-10 years.
That's the life.
And there's one community of people where the government actually mandated that if you ever go to see these people, you can't bring nothing there. You can't bring nothing there to go see them. That would totally fucking just fuck up their mental psyche.
Mm-hmm.
Meaning that you can't be bringing chewing gum and, like watches. You gotta be just raw. I'm not saying you gotta walk up in there naked and shit, but they have a list of shit you can't bring there, because they don't want these people exposed to that. They want these people just as they are, and that's some strange shit though.
You know what I mean? Because these people, and I watched it here in Colombia on a nature channel. Some group actually traveled to go see these people out in the middle of the jungle. And man, these people, the family actually prepared a meal for the people who came to visit them. Damn, the guy was saying, my God, this is the best. He goes, I don't know what this meat is, but it's damn good. Who knows what the hell he was eating, you know what I mean?
Probably a boar.
Hey, brother. You know what I mean? I love everything you're saying. It just aspect. A lot of brothers on the panel are we follow the scriptures. You know what I mean? And this is to me. This is my laws. This is my rules. This is my constitution. This is my wisdom in the sight of the nations. You know what I mean? And you have to put fear in the people to follow something. You know what I mean? That's how the white man did us. You know what I mean? When he brought us over here, he instilled that fear of him in us. You know what I mean? And we have to instill that fear of the Heavenly Father into our people. If you break these rules, there's certain consequences and judgments you will have to face. You know what I mean? And that's the spirituality aspect. You know what I mean?
I agree with you. But for me, I don't want it to be a fear that takes away from the original creativity of that person being who they oppression.
No, but all emotions, man, are necessary. That's why the Most High gave us all these emotions. So there's a time for jealousy, and there's a time for fear, just like the brother's bringing out. Most people, I ain't gonna say most people, but a lot of people would rob a bank. Okay, but they fear the consequences of doing that. It has nothing to do with their moral fiber or whatever case. It's that fear. You see what I'm saying? So sometimes fear can be used to keep people in check. You know, if you're going out of line or something that and the other, something's going to happen to you. You have to have a certain level of fear, brother, within any community. You know what I'm saying?
For ridiculous immorality.
I mean, not to the point where if you get caught reading this book, oh, we're going to kill you. I'm not talking about that kind of oppression like that.
No, it wouldn't be like that at all, because it wouldn't be like I'm completely with Meekness is saying. There has to be a respectful fear, a Machiavellian type of fear. And when I say Machiavellian, I mean that what he said was, it's better to be feared than loved. For those who fear you have more to prove to you, you know, and will work harder to gain your trust, versus those who love you will be the first ones to betray you. Okay? And you know, there's a lot of applications to that. I mean, I don't know if you guys ever read the 48 Laws of Power. Some of it shit can be really ruthless. Some of it can be applied to developing a system of governance. But yeah, the brother's right. There's got to be a respectful fear to where if someone within the community did something to wrong someone else and disrupted the equilibrium, they have to know, shit, people gonna find out about this, and I'm gonna have to pay the consequences. And I mean, where they gonna go? Jump off the damn island and go swimming 500 miles?
How you gonna find out? How you gonna find out about it without monitoring?
And here's how we'll find out, because every day we would be meeting as a community,
and the missing person has done some dirt.
Every brother would be responsible for his brother.
Kill us in our sleep.
You know, we would all be our brother's keepers.
So we're gonna hunt him down.
What?
Check this out right quick, because you know, of course, like we said, like we follow the Torah, so but there's aspects of that, like stoning people to death, right? We're not supposed to be doing that in this time. You see what I'm saying? But at the same time, like it's just like the brothers in Sakari was talking about with that dude from IUIC. You know, where in the scriptures do you see a Hebrew locking up another Hebrew? You feel me? So I think that the best solution in that scenario could possibly be just sending them back. You feel what I mean?
Yeah, we could do that, but here's the price you got to pay with sending that person back. They now know how we operate. They going back to tell the rest
That's
of the
right.
corrupt society, hey, this is how they're getting things done. And now when they get back, whoever they gave the information to is developing a plan to get someone to infiltrate us. Or to say, hey, let's get together a plan to attack them and take control of what they got. See, no, we can't let them just go and send them back. We can't. That can't happen.
Yeah, that reminds me of 300. You know, the humpback dude. He wanted to join the army with Leonidas them, but he wouldn't let him because he wasn't fit for battle. And when he got he told him to go and do something else, and he went straight to the enemy. And he told them they going through the straits, and he told they whole little plan. So we have to be willing, to basically show the people to put the fear of the Lord in them. You know what I mean? Because like I say, this is not our own will. This is written. You know what I mean? So I would have no problem with.
When you were taking the 60 women that you was offered and all that gold and stuff.
I don't know if you brothers actually know a lot about Japanese culture. The Yakuza have a code, of honor and integrity. And when one of the members of the Yakuza does something to dishonor or shame the group, you either cut off a finger or you take your own life right there in front of everybody. You do it in front of your brothers. You know that if what you did was punishable by death, they don't kill you. You do the right thing and you handle business right there.
Hey, well, I know that comes from Bushido, but I wouldn't push suicide on nobody.
No, it's not suicide. It's I don't look at it as suicide. I look at it as literally that person is saying, I've wronged you all, and I agree that the punishment is death.
But see, what I'm saying is, in this time period now,
they should be well screened.
We're not supposed to be bringing no judgment on people.
It's not bringing judgment. The person be bringing, like you said, you got to put the fear of God in. So that person would literally have to accept that the punishment for betrayal to a community of people who literally fear God is death.
Yeah, any nation that's recognized by Earth must have the law of treason in their constitution.
There's got to be a law, because we can't just let somebody go, brother. I ain't gonna let nobody. I'm sorry. I ain't gonna just let somebody go.
The only punishment for treason is death.
I mean, I know that sounds wrong and everything, but we just can't let nobody go or let them sneak away. It can't happen, because that person, if they get away, we got to prepare for whatever's going to come after. I don't need to be worrying about losing sleep, worrying about what's going to come after. When I say we're going to give people literally the utopia they've been seeking from birth, we're going to give the utopia. We're not going to worry. We're going to look forward to the next day of abundance. Not worry about, okay, who's that coming on the horizon on the sea? We don't know who that is, and we got to call the troops up and be like, hey, get ready.
And the people should be well prepared to keep these rules and regulations, man.
And that's another thing I want to tell you guys too. Is that if there's something, we did something like this, the location of this place would need to be kept a highly guarded secret. Because if people are going to come here, they're going to have the confidence in us to know we have everything that they're ever going to ever dream of in their lives at this place, but they can't be told initially where it's actually located for security purposes, that if the wrong person finds out where it's located, they're going to try to come there unwelcomed, and we're going to have to deal with it.
So now that means the pioneers are going to have to endure a lot of boredom because it's not going to be any entertainment there.
Well, brother, I'm pretty sure we can do a lot to entertain each other. The other brother was in there, Hebrew. He was in there the other day. He can entertain us. He can entertain us. I'm pretty sure he could.
Yeah.
Brother, let me tell you something, brother. We're going to have him.
Or it could be being some entertainment could be being built before we even get down there. You know what I'm saying? Our general community where our homes are going to be.
Yeah,
And,
we could do that too.
Yeah, and the entertainment is already there. You know what I'm saying?
And this is what we fail to realize. We literally make the world go round. We're the entertainment. We're the consumer. We're the producers in all these societies. So we won't have to worry about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Brothers, I'm telling you, I know we're talking about this, but I need to let you guys know, I'm not a brother to just talk about it. If I'm going to talk about it, I'm going to be about it. And this is something I've been thinking about for over 20 years. 20 years, man.
Yep.
And when I told you that there's a chain of islands out in the South Pacific, that should tell you right then and there. I'm serious. I'm gearing up to literally find out how I can actually get out to these places. I'm doing some research and surveying to find out if these islands actually belong to somebody. And I found out that there's 3 chains of islands that nobody claims. They don't belong to any country. They're just out there.
Yeah, and I brought that out to the Egyptian brothers. I was like, now y'all talking good, but really we have to separate from this beast system. You can't try to build your own in this system because this is not our house. You know what I mean?
Well,
and they was like, well, where should we go? What we gonna do? Hey, we got to make sacrifices. We got to be willing to die for what we want. You know what I mean? The price of freedom is death. And like I say, when Moses went to Pharaoh, he said, let my people go so we can serve our God. They went in the wilderness and they was dying. We have to be willing to sacrifice our life for this now.
That's why you got to have some medical pros with you and some herbalist pros. And
that's what I'm saying. We're gonna have an equal balance of all these people, man. All these people. We're gonna have doctors. We're gonna have, just about everybody. I mean, we don't need fucking bankers. We don't need lawyers.
Definitely not.
And if you want to come in and you get screened and you are a banker or a lawyer, then you better get another fucking education because we ain't got no use for you when you get there.
Right.
If you feel what I'm saying, re-educate yourself. Do something else.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's another reason why I'm going back to school. I'm back in school, learning applied physics and systems engineering. Because the undergraduate degree I got, it helps me to a certain extent. But, when I go to do contracting, it's like, well, can you send us your credentials? Well, wait, you work in counterintelligence. Well, how's that going to help us? Well, you probably got somebody in your organization who's fucked up. You want me to locate him for you? And then they tell you no, they don't want to do that. If I can share my screen, brothers, I want to show you some of these islands.
Okay, good.
Let me do the share screen right now. I'll pull up Google Maps right now. Y'all see the screen?
Yeah.
We got you.
Okay. So a lot of these islands have been named already, but some of them, they can be bought.
You can name them right there from your living room, though.
Yeah. So you got the Pitcairn Islands. Let me see where East Island's at. Hold on, I want to go over. You type in Easter Island. Islands that I saw. This Easter Island belongs to Chile. But there's some islands that don't belong. So here goes Easter Island. Let me just give you an example. This is where all those ancient statues, large statues.
Yeah, they found out they got bodies under the ground too.
Yeah, so I just want to use this Easter Island as an example. Dude, look where most everybody lives. Easter Island. They got this airport is 10,000 feet long. You can land there. International airport. This is a perfect place to go to do some scouting to understand how these people did what they did. Now, I think about 50, 60 years ago, they wasn't shit here. Look at all this, man. Look how it's all developed.
Oh, yeah?
Look at this, man. There wasn't nothing here, dude. 50, 60 years ago. It was just them damn statues. They got a fucking full-on airport. The other part of the island,
There ain't even nobody out there. The other side of the island, dude, there ain't nobody living out here. So look at what they got. It's Easter Island. That's just an example. Now, those other islands I wanted to show you guys. Hold on a second. This shit's actually taking a while. Let's see here. There's some islands north where Easter Island's at. You see where all this is blurred?
Oh, really?
These are islands here, dude. See these chain islands? Where it's blurred? They're hiding this shit from you, dude. You see where you see the green spots? This shit ain't underwater, dude.
Wow.
These are islands here. They hiding this shit, dude. They hiding this shit. That's what I'm talking about, man. Ain't nobody claiming this shit. Nobody claiming. This is South Pacific right here, bro. Here go Fiji.
Ain't no hurricanes over there?
Oh, yeah, you got some serious storms going on. But you got to be in that perfect balance in this area. Right here, I found a map where there's an island fucking bigger than New Zealand, dude. Right here. Right in this area. What? And Google Maps won't fucking put it on the map, dude. Damn. I found an ancient Chinese map. There's fucking land right here, dude. Right in this area. It's gigantic.
Damn.
Right here, bro. Ancient Chinese map, all right here. There's a whole bunch of islands all along in here, bro. All along here. They won't even put them on the map. They won't put them on. You see this right here, where you see these lumps right here?
Mm-hmm.
This shit ain't underwater. This shit is above water.
Mm-hmm.
See, they make it. They want you to think that shit is underwater, but those mounds are actually literally mountains that came out from under the fucking water. But see, the reason why nobody will ever sail out here, because look at it. You go from the tip of Chile, right? It's vast, bro. You go out there, you might get lost.
Easy.
But there's land out here, dude. There's land here. There's land here, man. Now I can't tell you this. I had a friend of mine who's got a Gulfstream 650, a private jet. I'm trying to call him up, say, hey, listen, can you fly me from fucking Chile, Argentina, and just fly me out 7,000 nautical miles? Because the range on that is about 7,000 miles.
With
fly me out
telescopes on both sides of the plane.
You know, just fly me out here. I just want to see what's out there. See, people think this is just all open ocean. It ain't. And, you know, I found a Navy cartography document. You know, the Navy was doing their upper atmospheric nuclear testing out here. And it dawned on me because the map that I saw all where the ships were located. And they ain't gonna put no Navy ships out here if they ain't got no place to dock. You know what I'm saying? So it dawned on me when I looked at the ancient Chinese map and I overlaid it with the Navy ships back from the 40s and 60s, the nuclear testing. They were literally surrounding a fucking large ass island that's right here. You feel what I'm saying? In Chile, I mean, think about it. What the hell they need with Easter Island for? There ain't nothing out there. But those statues, see, and when I started researching the history on those statues, I'm like, wait a minute. Where the hell were these people going? There had to be something else big out here for those statues to end up where they did. Something put those statues out there.
To remind somebody of an area.
I've actually contacted the government of Chile and Argentina. This piece of land right here, they want to sell it. This piece of land right here. This is out in the middle of the Pacific,
It's
the
got
Southern
a,
Pacific.
it's a whole mountain.
The whole mountain. Look how green it is, though, too. Look how green it is.
Yeah,
We can have this.
you can still grow.
Look at this. I mean, this is all out there. It's called the Isla Alejandro. You got this. These countries need money, dude. You raise the money, just pack your shit, be ready to go. Look at this one. Check out this one. People are actually living here. This is Juan Fernandez Islands. People are actually living here, dude. Look at this.
Look at that.
You see how they did this? Think about how long it took them to do this. Dude, that's a football. That's a soccer field, bro. You see that?
Yeah.
That's a fucking soccer field. Next to the ocean. How many soccer fields you know next to the ocean in the fucking United States, man?
Yeah,
You feel me?
It's wild, dude.
But look how pristine this is, man.
They live in a damn paradise.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Look at only this part of the island is populated. Ain't no other part of the island populated. Ain't nobody living nowhere else. I'm telling you, this is where I think rich people gonna end up going to, bro. They got the money. They can build their own fucking 100,000 square foot mansions and shit out here. Park their yachts and all that shit. I'm gonna tell you something interesting I found out by mistake. Do you know that the high net worth families around the world have been selling their fucking private jets, and the private jet industry actually has been, you know, basically going through some sales problems with selling private jets. You know what these people are doing with their money when they sell their private jets? They're buying big yachts. Now you got to ask yourself, why are they buying yachts? Because they want to sail somewhere, and they can't fly there. They can't fly the jet where they need to go to, so they need to take a fucking boat.
Yeah, because it doesn't have a runway yet at that location.
So that's why I started looking at this shit. I'm thinking, what the fuck? Where the fuck can they be going? Look at this, man. Look how green and how virgin this land looks, man. Look at this. I mean, this belongs to Argentina. But when you ask yourself where the rich are going to, just look at this, man.
So what are those people doing? Importing food?
Oh yeah, they got ships coming there maybe every 30 days, maybe every 3 months, something like that, 6 months. They bring in like fucking a year, 2 years worth of shit. But you ain't got a lot of people living there. See, in that one community over here on this island, you might got less than 100,000 people living there. We talking about bringing millions, man. Millions. I mean, ain't nobody living on this, dude. There ain't nobody living here. This ain't no fucking volcano either. There's nobody living here, man. Nobody.
It might be one person over there.
Yeah, maybe one person. Motherfucker hungry. Motherfucker might be hungry as hell. Yeah, motherfucker might be hungry as hell too. Because there ain't nothing living on that motherfucker.
You know how some people
That's
are.
what I'm talking about.
Crazy.
But I mean, when you see this kind of shit and you think to yourself, who the fuck is going? I mean, it ain't too far from the coast of Chile. But I'm telling you,
yeah, we got
there's a big ass fucking piece of shit out here, dude. It ain't on the map.
We got an island like that off the coast of North Carolina. I forget the name of it. But it's right.
Geechee Island.
What did you call it?
Is that? It's the Geechee Islands, right?
No, it's called something else.
Okay, I know them Geechees be out there too. They had a little island. They used to call the people there Geechees.
Geechee.
Off the coast of North Carolina,
Yeah.
Now look at this shit.
They made that show out of Gola
It's just
Island.
a little island, but I mean, it looks wealthy. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like everything is big out there.
Now look at this. This just popped out of the ocean. Now I don't even know how long ago it's in. Look how beautiful this beach is, man.
Yeah, that
this
water.
white sand. Look at that, man. Ain't nobody living on this. Nobody. It's just out there. So imagine you sail out here. You're like, dude, we ain't shipwrecked, but you got the most purest beach and sand that nobody ain't ever pissed on or shit on ever.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's kind of small.
Yeah. But
when you look at this structure, right? There's going to be more land. That's what I'm saying. There's going to be more land coming up out of the water, though. So this thing is actually going to be this big.
Yeah, that water look precious, boy.
That's wild. That's wild.
Yeah,
that's
it's water.
That's the first water.
Because it looks like fresh water, no. But what that is, that structure, the why it looks like that is because this island is actually bigger. So it's that shallow water you're looking at.
Got it.
It's that clear because it's shallow water, because there's going to be more land coming up from the ocean. So it's rising. It's actually rising out of the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
Eventually,
it's gonna get back to how it used to be.
It'll be this big.
Yep.
See what I'm saying? I mean, when you look at this shit, ain't nobody claiming this shit out there. Because you can't do nothing out there. And I'm telling you, if it don't belong to anybody, you can just go out there and claim the shit.
Yep.
If it don't belong, if nobody's taking claim to it, you can go out there and it's yours.
You can do any land like that. You just do that in the United States.
It's your shit. You claim it.
Yep, you can do that with properties that got houses already on them and everything. Right now.
I mean, look at this. You gotta ask yourself, these people get supplies and shit like that, right? Look at this.
Yep.
They didn't build shit up on here.
What they run with?
We can do the same thing, man. Look at this. And you know there's gotta be big houses, man.
What they run with?
There ain't no damn airport out here, I don't think. No, there ain't no airport. You gotta sail out here. Oh yeah. You ain't landing out here, dude. You sailing. You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
The rich are selling their private jets and taking boats, man, out to these places.
Damn.
Look at this, man. This whole island. Now, there ain't a lot of people living on here, but we talk literally taking millions of our own people.
They got look how they perfectly got it developed though. They got the trail all the way around where people are living.
Yeah.
They got the road. They got the roads, yeah.
So, somehow they got heavy equipment out here that was brought to them out by
Is that me breaking up or is he breaking up?
This area, people, on the map. I think that's me breaking up. We can do this, people. We can do this shit. And when you look at this, this, right? Yeah. These people are the first ones to populate this. So you got to think 20, 30 years from now, this shit gonna rise up high out of the ocean, and it's gonna become a massive island, like New Zealand or Australia. I'm telling you, man, they hiding land, dude. They're hiding land. Look at this. This shit ain't man-made. It's natural shit.
What the fuck is that?
There's land popping up everywhere, dude. See, countries that, I'll give an example. Chile and Argentina, any country, you can't go beyond 12 miles off the coast of your territory. So anything within 12 miles of the United States, from East Coast to West Coast, they have ownership of it. But with Chile and Argentina, it's the same. It's maritime law.
Hold up, we should be able to see boats or those planes with the skis on the bottom.
And I looked at radar before. Ain't nothing flying out here, dude. Everything is on ship. But I want to tell you, when we saw that other land that shit is more than 12 miles off the coast of Chile and Argentina. That's why I told you guys, ain't nobody take claim to this shit. Because anything beyond 12 miles, you got to get international permission to take claim to it. Which means Chile don't have the money to extend their borders beyond 12 miles. This is their international maritime border, 12 miles. 12 miles, man. It don't go. You can't claim the maritime law says you can't claim anything beyond 12 miles. Now, with the exception of Hawaii, they were independent. They chose to become part of the United States. So if you got people who are populated out here, you could vote yourself to be part of, say, another country. But not. You just stay independent.
Can I ask you something? What about the lands up north? Like in Canada, I heard they got good river water that sell $100 a bottle.
Yeah, I heard about that too. On the East Coast, or West Coast?
Both. Like Alaska. Well, I'm thinking like Alaska, Canada, more like the West Coast. You know.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Everything within this area right here, Canada has territorial control, and so does Alaska. Okay, which means that it's part of the United States. It's part of the United States.
And my question is, why you want to freeze your balls off? What's going on?
That's what I was gonna say to him too.
Look, I like it cold, man, and I see a lot of resources up there, man. People is into the logging industry, a lot of money in the fishing industry, and plus, not only that, but when you go to a place that's cold, it's a lot more opportunity because everybody don't really want to be there. So it kind of frees up opportunity. Whereas when you go somewhere that's hot, if you notice, a lot of those places is more expensive, you know, because it's a higher demand for people wanting to be there.
Right.
Here's what I'm thinking, brothers. If we don't bring millions of people with us, we have to decide where we're going to go and how many people we're going to bring with us. Do we think that we could be strong with 1 million people? Or say 500,000?
I think
because we could raise the money. We could raise the money for a population of 500. I know countries where there's only 500,000 people. Countries, dude.
Yeah.
Countries. Hey, you guys ever heard of Andorra? And Andorra is on the border between France and Spain. It's its own country.
Right
Andorra.
now.
Let me show you. Yeah, right now. Let me show you where it's at. Let me show you where it's at. Here goes Andorra right here. This is you can have a passport from this country. Okay? This Andorra right here.
Yeah.
This is Andorra. Nobody, they're their own independent country. They're literally on the border of Spain. Here goes Spain here, right? This Spain. Here goes, see the borderline? There's Spain, and this Andorra, and then you have France. So this is all this shit right here. All this right here is there. Andorra.
Find a small town and lock it down.
Less than 500,000 people. They ain't got no military. They ain't got no navy. They ain't got no army.
They don't need one.
Nobody has ever fucked with them. Nobody fucks with them. Nobody. They're part of the UN too. They're right fucking smack dab in the middle. You got Spain here, you got France. They're right here, right on the border.
Yeah.
Now, you do an island. See, it's cold up here. This is where you could enjoy the same weather as Fiji, bro. But guess what? You right up in here, you seeing their sunset and their sunrise. You're in balance, right here. Right here, bro.
That's that military land, though. You can't go there.
Yeah, you can go there, bro.
Now,
There's land out there. Well, no, down by the Antarctic, no. Well, this is too close to the Antarctic. You don't want to be here. It's cold in the motherfucker. It's cold as hell. This ain't nothing but ice. See, this ain't nothing but ice.
You can't do nothing with that ice. That's too far, bro.
Yeah, you can't be fucking around with that. Further up where I was at, up here up north, a little bit further north, in the Southern Pacific.
That Terrigen G ain't no joke, boy. Terrigen 3.
That's what I'm saying. If we ain't gonna bring everybody, we need how many people we gonna max it out at? and who we're going to have come with us. We can do this, man. We could raise the money. We could raise $10 billion and we do this. And it's just us, man. We out from the rest of the world. If a war breaks out, we don't give a fuck what's going on. Let them all kill each other. We start the whole world all over again.
Yeah.
We have everything we need, man. Supplies, you name it. We could have supplies for 20, 30, 40 years. That gives us more than enough time to start developing our own resources, creating our own, man. I know, I'm not saying you need to be ready for it now, but we need to start putting it together if we're going to put it together.
Yeah,
We need to start doing it. We need to start doing it.
I'm lobbying.
I mean, they got to
raise some money now.
Yeah, I don't think we have much time, bro. I think in a minute they're about to start implementing the things that they set up with 9/11 with. You know, they're really about to lock it down.
You're absolutely correct about that too. I'm still working, and I'm lobbying to get some money right now.
You can stop me from screen sharing, brother.
Oh yeah, so you know what I'm saying? Them boys, like I said, the regional banks don't mind giving people money as long as they got the plan, as long as they got the master plan.
Yeah. We don't need no money from nobody. We can work on raising the money on our own. Crowdfunding, bro. But we need to have something to crowd. We got to show a presentation. We can work on that together. We start putting this shit together, and let's start, basically recruiting brothers who think the way we do, and we kick this off with maybe 5,000 people, 10,000 initially, and as we start developing and building up our own structures and building up our own communities, then we open it up to say, hey, you can come in, but when you come here, you got to fit this criteria. That's the way we do it. That's the way we do it, man. I'm ready to go. I'm closer than all you guys are. I'm in Latin America.
Absolutely.
So you in Latin America right now, big bro? Where you at? I think I asked you that last night, right? You was in Chile?
Right next to.
Oh, he's in Colombia. Oh, okay. That's what's up. Yeah, man. Like I said, though, man, I'm interested in. Oh, Radazar's talking. Okay. Yeah, the Radazar.
I wasn't saying that, bro.
Okay, yeah. I'm definitely interested in that, man. That sounds good. I often fantasize about getting raising some money the way I can get some land and teach the youth how to actually build houses and stuff, But I always pictured going somewhere where the land has resources, where it's, resourceful, where we could start some type of trade, full of trees, maybe medicine, somewhere very resourceful. But I hear you, man. That sounds great, man.
This guy is mad.
Hey, what's wrong, dude, man?
Why you muting them, dude?
Bro, I bet his mic ain't working. He mad at everybody else for talking.
Oh, Lion Bear?
Yeah.
I probably did it by accident.
My bad, y'all. Hey, no, it was an accident, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Accident. Just muted everybody.
My bad, dog.
He muted me too.
My bad, man. I'm just messing with this thing. My fault.
Man, because his mic ain't working.
But yeah, here this though.
Buy a new phone.
I can tell you this here right now. This is more than viable. Okay, this is more than viable. We can get the money put together. If we started it, end of this month, next month, and we develop a crowdfunding campaign, we could probably raise about $1 to $2 million in less than 6 months. We raised that crowdfunding money in less than 6 months, and we put together a trip where we all basically use the money to either fly to the place we want to go to or sail to the place we charter a yacht, a big yacht, or a sailboat. And we take this trip out there, you know, and we all go. We pay for the trip to go out there to scout this out. We come back, and then we put together a just damn solid ass plan for new community development. And I can tell you right now, I know some people in New York help us put together a nice hedge fund, and we can probably raise $100 million in less than a year. $100 million. $100 million will literally get us the materials, the resources, the personnel, the support. Where if it was just going to be, say, us and our families and our relatives, if it was going to be us and our families and our relatives, that $100 million would support our families and our relatives for, say, 10 years. And then we just keep raising money till we can keep developing and developing and developing. Bro, you're living in bliss. I put it this way. Within 5 to 10 years, you're living in bliss. You ain't got to worry in the world. You don't need to worry about no bank accounts or nothing. Everything you need comes in every 6 months based on the list you provide to say, hey, this is what I need for my household. Okay, you got it, brother. It's coming in. It's going to be coming in on ship, on this time frame.
We need to import some.
And we just see how. Go ahead.
We need to import some Hawaiian women.
Hawaiian women? You say Hawaiian or Hawaiian?
Hawaiian. Gotta import them. Yeah, we gotta import them naked.
You see, brother, you ain't been to Colombia, huh, brother? Let me tell you something. Medellin, Colombia, has the highest concentration of most beautiful women on the planet.
Wow.
Don't worry, brother. You want some women? I can have 1,000 of the most beautiful 20-something Colombian women in all of Colombia, and tell them, hey, listen, y'all gonna be going on a 1-month vacation tour to this remote island.
What a paperwork.
You take their passports from them. You take their passports from them.
No. You don't need to take no passports. You don't need to take no passports, bro. You don't need to take your passport.
Man.
No, straight up, dude. Dude, yeah, you brothers will eventually get to see my face. You'll get to, say hello to my wife.
No clock.
And
you mean no clock?
My wife. When I met my wife, man, she was the most beautiful woman I ever saw. We got a son together. And let me tell you something, man. To this, I can't speak for all brothers, but I can tell you this here right now. I've dated other girls, and they're beautiful, and you get tired of them. And whatever have you, you don't have that lust and love and you left in you, when you look at your woman. But with my wife, man, I wake up in the morning and I look at her when she walks into the bathroom with those little nice cut G-string panties on, man, and I'm like, I'm gonna give you another baby if you don't put no clothes on right now. I'm telling you, man, I fell in love with her every morning. And then my son slaps me in the face and be like, wake up. my little baby boy wakes me up, man. But yeah, man, if you guys are all with this, I'm all in. I'm all in. I'm willing to commit some of my own money to it, too. I'm not going to say I'm willing. I will. I will commit my own money to it. But we need to start really, let's put together a crowdfunding, internet or video presentation on what we're going to do and why we're going to do it.
I can do that. I can do that because it fit in every paradigm.
Yeah, right? And in 90 days, that's how those crowdfunding things were. I think they're like 90 days to 6 months. We raised anywhere between $1 million and $2 million, and bam, we got what? How many brothers we got in this chat right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of us. All 6 of us. We meet down here in Colombia with me, and I'll have the boat and everything ready to be chartered, and we go out there. I'll have the paperwork, all that shit. Leave the logistics for me with regard to the land and the paperwork. And just come on down and we do it. I'm serious, man. I'm dead serious.
How you gonna do your development? Your technology development?
Developing, dude. You won't believe. Listen, down here in Colombia, like wood houses up there in the U.S. Everything here in Colombia is all brick, concrete, and steel. They don't fucking use no wood for shit down here.
No, I'm talking about your technology stuff.
Fuck the technology, dude. I can always bring a computer with me and use a fucking satellite dish. Of course, it ain't.
Damn gadgets and stuff.
Bro, I can still work on it, dude. I can still work on that, man. I can bring all the materials with me. I can buy all the stuff from the computer companies or whatever have you, all the components, and I can build that shit where we going to.
Okay.
That's why I'm working on a graduate degree in systems engineering, man. I'm learning, I'm learning nanomaterial engineering and development and shit. Learning how to use the shit from the earth to create technology. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's why I'm learning this shit, man. Because I just want to I want to build my own things, man. I want to create my own stuff. Let's do this, brothers. I'm serious, man. I ain't bullshit.
Hey, the message is so beautiful, bro. And I got a perpetual smile on my face right now, man. It sounds too good to be true. You know what I mean? But my inside, bro, I'm like, you know what I mean? Because it seems so far away. I desperately want out this hellhole.
No, I understand.
I will literally put my all into it. You know what I mean? Because it's been a while since I felt so enthusiastic about anything. You know what I mean? And I mean, if we do it, I'm in it. I'm in it, brothers.
I'm already there. I don't need paperwork.
For me, man. I'm ready to make it a reality, man. I worked my ass off, man, to get to where I'm at right now, and I ain't happy, man. And I'm happy because I got a great family, I got a beautiful baby boy who makes me smile every morning, but I need to sanitize my life, man, and I can't do it where I'm at right now. I just can't do it. I need a new world, man. I literally do. I need a reset. I'm not afraid to go out and do this, man. My wife is not afraid. My wife literally, we were going to move to Mallorca, Spain, which is also an island. We wouldn't be separated from the rest of society, man, because of all the chaos that's going on. All of it, man. And the only way to do it, brothers, is, I know some of you guys would be afraid to say, man, I'm going to separate myself from the rest of the world. Am I ready to do this? You ain't going to ever be ready. You just got to do it. Because go ahead.
I was about to say, I'm already separated from this place, man. Spiritually, mentally, you know what I mean? It's hard to get away from it physically because, you still got to eat this garbage food, breathe this stupid air, you know what I mean? But at the same time, man, I'm so separate from this place. I'm ready.
Yep. Once you come into a certain understanding, man, everything else around you in this place don't even make no sense. You really, it just happens, man, spiritually anyway. So, you know what I'm saying? The separation part ain't nothing.
Yeah.
At all.
I'm ready, brothers. I'm literally ready. We can put the money together to do the scouting trip. You guys ain't got to leave your lives right now, but just let's put the money together for the scouting trip. Let's do that. We do a nice little crowdfunding, and of course we'd be crowdfunding from people who understand that, listen, this ain't about no return on investment type of shit. The return on investment is we're looking for a way to give people a literally totally free life. And when we say free, we mean debt-free, obligation-free, stress-free, disease-free, bacteria-free, drama-free. All of that. And here's what I will back up, brothers. And I'm going to back this up right now. If within 6 weeks we don't raise this 1.5 to 2 million crowdfunding, I'll take them out of my own fucking pocket and pay for it.
Hey.
I expect to see you 5 motherfuckers on that goddamn boat with me sailing to go to this place.
Got to be
I don't want
unanimous.
no shit about, hey, I don't want no motherfucker saying, oh, dude, I'm going to be busy doing this time. I got to go to a wedding and shit. Or, you know, I got some commitments. You get your ass on that boat with all of us and we go.
I'm already on the boat.
And if it's just a trip,
I was just thinking about tomorrow morning when I wake up, I'm finna be in that island.
you know what I'm saying? And if it ends up just being a trip where we just get to meet each other and shoot the shit and have some fun, so be it. It'll be a well spent fucking $1.5 million for me. Because at least we'll be able to see what's out there together. Together.
Yeah.
Together.
Who's afraid to fly? Well, we're getting on a boat to do this.
I ain't afraid.
Well,
the place we gotta go to, we can't. If we fly, we're gonna go fly to Easter Island. I ain't flying to fucking Easter Island. But then we gotta take a boat from there. Now we could do that. We could fly to Easter Island. And then from Easter Island, we have a ship waiting for us to take us where we need to go to. I can set that up. I can work on the logistics for that. That won't be hard to do. But I need to know if you brothers will be on board with this.
Hey, Plan 8.
Yes, sir.
I said, man, I'm a soldier, man, so I'm with it. My only problem is, you know, I'm not financially stable.
What was that?
I said, my only thing is, man, I'm not financially stable right now. So
listen, brother, you don't need to be worried about that. We're gonna get together and put something so we can start a crowdfunding effort. We're gonna see how much money we can raise from the crowdfunding. If we can meet that number in 3-4 months and raise $1.5 million, we go. That money cover all of that money. Listen, that money can be used to cover all you cats. Take care of your bills for the rest of the year. So you pay off all your debts. You pay off your debts for the rest of the year. You pack your shit up. You fly down to where I'm at, and we all go together. And you ain't got to worry about if your family's being taken care of back home, because you looking for a new place for them to live. You ain't got to worry about if you know the wife or the girlfriend or whatever is being taken care of. You already took care of that before you got on that plane. I don't need to take any of that money. That's all for you guys. That's for the 5 of you to take care of your shit before you leave and get on that plane. Because when you get on that plane, you're literally telling your people, I'm the real Christopher Columbus. I'm going to find a new world for us.
Oh, man. You're good.
man, look,
You're good.
all you got my contact info, so all you gotta do is let me know like what you need me to do on my end, and it's done. When it comes to, you know, you talking about.
I think the next hangout we need to do. Well, here's the thing. I got an Amazon Web Service account, okay? And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna send you the email, and I'm gonna send to Claim as well. I'm gonna give you guys the link to give you access to the Amazon Web Service, because inside that we can start creating a cloud where we start putting together ideas on what we want for a website, what we want to put as a presentation for the crowdfunding, which crowdfunding platform we use. Are we going to use Kickstarter? Are we going to use GoFundMe? You know, what are we going to use?
Use every resource available.
Yeah, we could do that, but we need to put that together first. And once we all collaboratively put that together, and we need to have someone who says, okay, this person's going to develop the website, this person's going to work on logistics, this person's going to work on the financial, this person's going to work on getting the people together, and then from there, it's just turnkey. We launch it, and then we all sit back and we wait, we monitor crowdfunding, see how much money's been raised for this shit, you know, and I'm on standby, so if you don't get that money within a certain time frame, I will put up the money, and then we all go. Man, don't get fans about it. I want to do the shit this year. I want to take this motherfucking trip this year, people. Not fucking next year. I'm talking about before the end of this year. We are all fucking together, fucking literally touching glasses, drinking some Cavassier out on the motherfucking South Pacific, laughing our ass off at them. Hey, it's good to see you, brothers, man.
Man.
Hey.
Hey, my hand on the plow, brother. I'm ready, man.
So we all need to work on this together. It ain't gonna just be one person working on everything. Let's get together on multiple hangouts on Clay's website, on Clay's channel, and let's talk about how we need to start putting this together. Logistically speaking, I like to cover logistics, so I want to be responsible for that. So what that's going to entail from my side is I'll contact the Chilean government, I'll contact the Argentinian government, I'll contact the shipping companies and charter companies for the boat. I'll contact there's a private jet charter service that I use, Engel and Bulkers. I'll call them up because my wife and I, we actually chartered a Gulfstream 650 to Spain. It costs like $300,000 to fly from Colombia to Spain. So I'm almost sure that to fly from Colombia to Easter Island will probably be about maybe 400 grand. Now that plane can take 14 people. It's only 6 of us. It's only 6 of us. So all you guys need to do is get down here to Colombia, and from Colombia we fly to Easter Island. We land there. We get on a boat. We go to where we need to go to. We come back to Easter Island, fly back to Colombia, and then you cats take a flight back to the United States, get going into Miami, and we start working on the big deal. I got a guy already who's got his own private hedge fund company. I can put together a nice tight package for him and say, hey, yo, we need to raise $500 million. And due to put this together for us, of course, he get paid big dollars to even do this kind of shit. So if I tell him, yeah, we need to raise $500 million, he gonna get paid at least $100 million. So it'll probably be a $600 million hedge fund. And then that money's used for us to start ordering supplies, ordering all kinds of shit we're gonna need, fucking Caterpillar excavators, fucking dump trucks, all that kind of shit's gotta be put on the ship. We send where we gonna go. Then on top of that, we gotta buy the motherfucking land. You feel me?
Right.
We gotta see it first. We wanna make sure it ain't no damn modern day Jurassic Park or some shit. We go there and there's big ass motherfucking dinosaurs and shit. We can go see several of these places.
We gotta have somebody check the weather. Hebrew.
So that's what I want to cover. I don't know what you other brothers want to cover. You'd have to decide what that's going to be.
Yeah, man, I'm with that plan. And also another thing I want to do too, I think we should do a Kickstarter because I really have an idea to start making a cartoon-like movie based on a Bible.
There we go.
And I think we could set up a Kickstarter and maybe get the funding for that. Like get the people that know how to do that, hire them to do it or whatever. Because the way I'm looking at it, like let's say we start off with the scene of David fighting with Goliath, the Israelites going at the Philistines. We'll have the Philistines and Goliath and them looking like Africans. You understand? And then we'll have the Israelites kind of looking like how we do today, but just with a little darker pigment. Like we'll have like a dark skin looking Colombian looking brother as the tribe of Asher. We'll have a brother that looked like Judah as Judah, a Benjamite looking brother as Benjamin. You know what I mean? So on and so forth. I want to base it off of the actual races that we identify with the people as. Like for instance, if we doing a story that Elam is in, and we taking this story out of the Bible and we making a little cartoon out of it. I want Elam to be the East Indians. I want Ishmael to be the Arabs. But I just want them darker, looking like how they look at that time. Moab would be the Chinese, but just with a darker pigmentation. We could have it on some it'll be bloody, it'll be rated R, because it'll be blood in it because we gonna show the walls. We gotta, it'll be entertaining. You know what I mean? That's something I always wanted to do. You know what I mean? Where we got all the races. Of course, Esau or the Edomites would be white people. You know. I think that'd be nice, man. I think that'd catch some fire.
Hey, just to go along with what you were saying too, Warrior Hebrew. Like a lot of times, I think like I remember one time I was gonna turn on some Bible stories or whatever for my kids, but I just played the audio of the KJV for them. I mean, even though like they're only like 2, 1, and like 7 months, but I don't want them seeing the same white people I grew up watching. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. All truth is gonna be promoted. All reality.
Yeah.
That'd be dope. You know what I'm saying? Like if we, if we could do like, and it'd be like what's so dope about it is it's not, we don't have to write a script. The script is already written for us. All we got to do is just show the people how these people really look. How they dress, how they look, how they, and we could do it in a cartoon format. You know what I mean? I think that'd be hot, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, the script is already written already, so it ain't, you know what I mean? It's just a matter of putting it together. We can have it looking kind of Afro samurai-ish with that type of or who did great artwork? The Boondocks. I love their artwork. The way they had it set up.
Absolutely.
That'd be dope, man.
I follow a brother who do I follow a brother who be doing artwork. He draw he be drawing Malcolm X and those type of things, and he be putting up little clips on YouTube. If I can get in touch with him, you know what I mean, maybe he'd be willing to do it.
Does he animate?
Yeah, he do animations. Yeah, he draw like kind of like you were saying, like the Boondocks or Afro Samurai.
Oh, he nice.
Yeah, because I did some research. I think Afro Samurai I think it cost them like $500,000 to make that cartoon. But it grossed over like $20 million for them cats. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, like I always tell my man, I said, you don't have to particularly know how to do something if you got the capital. You could just have the idea, know exactly what you want, and then hire the people with the expertise to get it done.
Right. That's right.
Sometimes people would jump on board without you paying them up front. You know what I mean? They could believe in a project and get paid, or take a share. If you put it in stocks, they could take, do it like that. Like, you remember that movie about the dude Mark Zuckerberg?
Yeah.
Facebook. He had the idea, and he knew it was going to make him a lot of money. And the people that was working around the clock, if you watch the movie, he had those nerds working around the clock for him. They believed in what he was saying. So they didn't get the money straight up front. But look what it turned into, $1 billion industry. And then they got their money afterwards. You know what I mean? So if the idea is good enough, we can make it happen. And especially with homie down in Colombia, man, if we make a connection down there, like he said, like I said, they got factories and stuff down there where we have access to it, where the product is so cheap.
Yep.
We could find a way to import it back to America. You know what I mean? That'll be another stream.
Oh yeah, the advanced systems of computers that you guys pay for, like the IBM i7 6700 CPU with the GPU, the Lenovo. That computer costs $2,000 down here. It's $6,000 where you guys are.
Dang.
Yeah. 6,000.
Just like I was telling the brothers in Chile, they have a Timberland factory in Chile, and I had actually went to the site where the factory is, and Timberland.
Yeah, I heard.
Yeah,
I heard you talking about that the other night. I looked into it, bro. And there's a store. There's a Timberland store, literally 2 blocks from me.
Yeah.
You're gonna be mad, bro. You're gonna be mad.
All right.
I can get the latest Timberlands for $25.
That's what I see. That's what I was talking about.
$25,
but see, when you get it to America, it's now it's 100.
Brand new hot joints. The all white.
Brand new hot joints. Brand new hot joints.
Hey.
My wife.
And you
My
know what I
wife, she
found?
loves. They got the hot pink ones for her. She loves those shoes, dude. They're only like $40 for her. $40.
Yep. And you know what I found out? See, I was doing my research in New York. A lot of these they have a lot of Arab stores that have sneaker stores in the hood, like Broadway and stuff. And a lot of those Timberlands is fake because when you read the inside, it'll say made in Dominican Republic or made in China, and they don't have factories in those places. They don't have a factory in DR, and they don't have a factory in China. You know what I mean? So it's like they selling knockoff joints for $140, $150 and making a killing. You know what I mean? Imagine having the real ones where they authentic, where you have the advantage of telling your customers, saying, listen, the ones you have on right